What's up? What's up? It's the Arthur Most Experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's good, bro?
Man, I am enjoying the day. I mean, let's start out, baby. First off, the chat is booming, as it always is. Extra early, percolating. Beautiful sight. I got my man Deke in the building with the big Deke energy, rocking that out. I absolutely love that. I'm rocking a classic right here. My man Jack Ham, legendary, man.
I think that's the first time you rocked the Steelers jersey on the podcast.
Yeah, it is, man. It is. And this is actually the only Steelers jersey that I wear that's not mine.
Okay. You have the Troy Polamalu one framed.
I got James. I got my dog Danger. I got a couple of my other teammates, but
you're not going to
wear
wear
the only one I wear, though, man. Yeah,
you're not going to wear teammates jerseys,
right? I can't, bro. I can't, right? It just feels weird.
What about now, since you're retired? Can you rock some of the rookies coming in?
Well, you know what? Pat might be the one right now, man.
You think?
Pat is a front runner for a jersey cop. That's all I'm throwing out there.
He gave you an exclusive.
He did. For those that don't know, well, I'm sure the upper room members know because they got that content a little bit early, right? So right now, man, they know what Pat's official nickname is. They got the answer to that. That's in the video right now, man. Our celebrity softball game that we played in over the weekend, man, which was absolutely crazy. But yeah, man, you know, based on how things went that day, I think he's the front runner, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
about you, bro?
88 jersey? Well, I already said I have to get a Harris jersey because someone was chirping at me in the chat. Remember? Yeah. I was talking big about Harris's rookie year. They're like, put your money where your mouth is. Buy a Harris jersey. I'm like, all right. Mm-hmm. So I'm waiting for those Keller Rush to drop. I don't know if they're officially dropped yet or not, but they just had the normal home jersey for him. Mm-hmm. So I'm waiting for that. So I guess, yeah, I'll buy a jersey for some of the rookies. And it's going to be Harris probably.
Gotta be, right? I mean, he is the safest pick, though. I mean, if you're going with him, just because he's going to get the ball a ton this year.
Yeah.
From start to finish. But we know with Pat, might be a little more Ebron earlier on, but then after that, it's going to switch over to Pat. So I got a little more time.
Pat might be better long-term wise.
You're right, though.
Because you know how running backs are.
True. And we know how tight ends are in Pittsburgh. He'll last.
Yeah. If he is who we think he is, yes. I mean, at least a 10-year career.
Did he look the part when you saw?
Yeah.
I mean, I thought he looked the part, bro.
Yeah.
He looked good.
I think he could be a franchise tight end.
Yo, I agree. Man, it's crazy. We haven't seen each other since that weekend, which was epic, by the way. I mean, it ended up even crazier. For those, all right, so we'll go ahead and give us the full recap while, you know, people are joining in and stuff like that, because we did him with the 12 o'clock start, 10 o'clock start. Nah, psych, I lied. We're going back to 12:05. So, you know what? Let's recap what we had going on this weekend. So, talked about our celebrity softball game that I was going to be playing in. My man Deke was pulling up with me for Cam Hayward's the Hayward House Foundation, and he partnered with Doran Dickerson, former NFL player, teammate of mine, Pitt All-American. So it was a blast, man. You talk about the who's of Pittsburgh athletes. I mean, not even professionally, right? When you obviously talk about guys like Cam Hayward, Zach Banner was out there, Dwayne Haskins. We talked about Pat Fryermuth, Alex Highsmith. It was dope to see him, Deontay, and he caught every ball. By the way, we ain't gonna overlook that. He caught every single ball. Listen, even balls that we thought he shouldn't even get to, he was going over there and catching them, bro. You saw it. I
saw some tough catches.
I said, bro, that looked good right there. I said, oh, he's on a mission. He's working. But it looked good. And it was in the rain. We even had some rain, and he still caught every single ball barehanded, no gloves. Barehanded, no gloves. I was impressed. I like that a lot by him. But then, man, we got to see what Julius Page. I know that's your guy, man. The Pitt, you know, hero, man. That's that dude on the court, baby. So
yeah,
that
chopping
was dope
up
to
some
see
Pitt
him,
hoops
man.
with Julius Page. Yeah, that was
absolutely
fun.
And for those in the video, anyone that saw the celebrity video, man, it was just dope to just see like how both of us, man, were just interacting with everybody, just having a good time, and it was just love. But then on top of that, the fans that showed up, bro. I mean, we saw, obviously, we got a ton of y'all that were out there, man, showing love, but just a ton of Steeler Nation in general, man, just out there. We saw our boy Vincent, man, decked out with the 5-5 attire on, man. That was clutch. Plenty of people asking for Moats and Deke. Black and Martyr was out there as well, but we missed him. I know he had shot me a message. I totally didn't see it until after the fact. But yeah, he definitely said he pulled up, man. Yeah, he said he pulled up. So I was definitely like, man, I got to get you next time, baby.
Yeah, pull up to the tailgate. So.
But trust me, man, we got plenty of stuff that's happening. Not just that. And I'll actually talk about this a little bit later, but we got also a meet and greet coming up, not this weekend, but July 31st over at Wahlburgers. Yeah, man, I'll be celebrity bartending and doing a book meet and greet as well, book signing / meet and greet, man. So yeah, I definitely put in more details. The link actually is already in the video description, but yeah, they're calling it Christmas in July.
Okay.
Summer Santa.
Oh, wow.
And you know,
so this is like half Christmas.
Oh yeah, that's what they're calling it right now. I had never heard of it. So they had me
I've seen some parties for it before, but I didn't know it was that big of a deal.
I didn't either. Wahlberg's, they reached out. They said, look, man, we want to do this event because I had did a book signing over there before and it was a lot of fun. But they were like, would you be interested in being a celebrity bartender as well as doing your book signing meet and greet? I'm like, yeah, I like bartending. Alcoholic and non-alcoholic, especially when you give me a signature drink.
Well, I will say this.
Uh-oh, here we go.
You did hook me up with one of the best mixes I probably ever had,
man.
too. Later in the night.
Shut up.
Dude,
I forgot about the after party.
You did the ribs video. I feel like you got to make some type of cocktail mix video or drink video, too, because that was impressive, man. I couldn't believe it.
No, I appreciate you, man. That was a ton of fun, man. Hanging out with Edmonds, man. Shout out to young Terrell, man. He was good dude, man. Great hospitality, great host for the night. It was a good time. You enjoy yourself, man? It
was a great time.
Hey, man, I enjoyed myself too. Shout out to you, Real, for that, baby. But yeah, baby, it was a fun time, man. But my drink, man, what I gave you was the Moats. Now that was at my golf event. That's my go-to. That's my go-to right there. A little tequila and that thing that I need. That summery, you know, it's a little light refresher drink, right?
Yeah, what was it? It was tequila?
So we had 1942 Sprite, and I typically like to have like a margarita mix or some type of, you know, tropical punch type thing to go in there and spice it up a little bit. But that's essentially what it was, man. Just a nice little blend. 2 shots of the tequila, a little bit of that sprizzy, and then after that,
oh, it was 2 shots.
You feeling good?
It was 2 shots. You couldn't taste that at all.
No, that's how it's supposed to be.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? I want it covert. You know, I don't want to come in heavy-handed like, here, man, take this.
I got blitzed.
Nah. We're going to come in smooth criminal with it like Mike Jack said.
That was good.
Yeah, man. So that was a blast, though, man. And like I said, just the whole night, man. We got John. Shout out to Banger Stiller Gang, man. That was a blast.
Big plans with him.
Facts.
He's
Facts,
ready. He's ready for the season.
No, for a fact, my dog is crazy hype. We're all hype, man. You see, I'm in here with the jersey on solely because training camp started today, man. We reported. We got Slim Ben / Big Ben / whatever win. We're gonna talk about that too, but. Yeah, we got action, baby. So, you know, I'm hyped. And who else was out there with us? Shout out to the ladies, too. Was it Yinzers, right?
Sure.
Yinzers, yeah, man. They were out there, man. That was good to see them, man. You know, a little bit more diversity in this, you know, podcast network, man, that we got going on right here, man. So that was dope by them.
Kendrick Green?
Yeah.
Just trying to think of players. You said Highsmith?
Yeah, Highsmith. Yeah, we talked, because that was our actual, it was funny. We said we've interviewed him before, right? We've chatted with him numerous times, but we've never actually been in person with him. And that was like our first time meeting him in person.
Oh, that was your first time?
Yeah, first time meeting him in person.
Wait, really?
Yeah. I've talked to him, man, like text, call, like it's nothing, but I've never been in the same place as him, bro. Like it was crazy.
Well, yeah, I guess last season too with all the weird COVID
right,
stuff.
So even when I'm like down there, still, you know, just like, all right, y'all are down there. We got to be up here because of that. So yeah.
I get you. Okay.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, no, it was a blast. That was such a fun time.
No, it definitely was, man. It definitely was. Yeah, man, but I'm trying to think. Everybody that showed up, man, had a blast. It was a really good turnout, man. And even the people that stayed, you know, through the rain and everything, man, that was dope. And then shout out to Diggs too, man. You know, the homie, man, over with Pat McAfee, man. Yeah. You know, he pulled up, man. That was a blast. Cool cat. Even made a cameo in the video.
Yeah.
So shout out to him, man. But the real GOAT is this man right here, ladies and gentlemen. My man left Earth. He was on Mars. He was on Mars and he just came back for the show today. I appreciate that work that you did. That's all I'm saying, baby.
Come on, bro.
That's all I'm saying, man.
Nah, man.
Nah. You got the juice, baby.
Nah, it ain't like that, man.
Yeah, you got the juice, man. You have the juice.
I appreciate the compliments, though.
No doubt. Hey, Eric Winslow, I'm glad that you've reconfirmed too that this is a live show. We had some people asking, was this a live show or not? As if, you know, there was some confusion here. We always live, baby, when we record, except for next week. That might be a little different. But that's because I gotta go. We gotta take a little, you know what I'm saying? We got a bye week. Can we get a bye week for the season start? That's all. We need a little bye week. So next week, not live. This week, we live. We live the day, and we will be live on Friday. I don't even tell you. Should we tell them the time?
I think so.
You want to tell them? I can tell them. It's up to you.
You can tell them.
All right, man. So look, man, we're gonna be live again on Friday at noon. All right, this Friday coming up at noon, we'll be live. You know, we got to keep the show going, baby. But yeah, so it's a good weekend, man. It was a good weekend for me. Went and actually golfed again too, bro.
I know, yeah. Bro, you were golfing Monday, right?
Yeah, man. We did the Steelers alumni golf event, man. Ran into Rocky Blyer out there. Yeah, it was cool.
Were you
in
his group?
I wasn't, man. So obviously they split us all up, so we only get a chance to interact like when you're switching holes. You know what I mean? Never. Oh, we're gonna walk out here together because they know if they put me, Rocky, Mel Blunt, and Merrill Hodge, for example, just a couple of guys are out there. If you put all 4 of us in a group, then the rest of the people would be like, man, we want somebody to golf with, you know? And that kind of goes with it. But it was good to see them dudes though, man. And I actually did, man, I think I'm improving.
I was going to ask you. That was my next question. Bro. Like, what makes you think that?
Because I'm looking at I record myself.
Okay.
Yeah. And I look
at swing looks better.
Yeah. Well, first off, consistent contact. That was my thing. I was like, man, talking to a couple of people that, you know, to do the golf thing and just working my way up. Like, all right, what are we working on first? Contact. Let's get consistent contact.
Sure.
Let's work on keeping your head down. All right. Let's work on locking out that front arm. All right. Now we're working on using your legs a little bit. And I could just see throughout these past couple of times, like, all right, it's starting to happen more frequently here. Starting to put together a couple of swings. I actually had my best drive ever.
Smoked it.
Like, ever. Couldn't believe it. Shocked myself, man.
That's great.
And it was on the last hole, bro.
That happens
last
sometimes.
hole. I low-key was sad, though, because I'm like, man, I wanted to see if I could get it again. But because that was the last hole, I'm like, man, I got to go now. But
that's why golf keeps you coming back. Seriously, a lot of times you go play 9 holes, you play 18. You'll play shitty for the first half of the round, and then you'll start really coming on for the last, like, 3-4 holes. And like you said, you hit your best drive of the day on 18. Makes you forget about all those bad swings. It makes you want to keep coming back.
Bro, it was crazy. So I'm already over here like, yeah, when am I golfing again?
You got to go on vacation maybe.
Well, I'm thinking about it. I got to look.
Anyone you going with that you could get a group with?
No. This is like family, intimate, like wife, kids, man. Because we haven't gave them their vacation just yet. Yeah. We've been outside. You know what I mean? We go.
Take G.
I might. He'll swing. He likes to swing. He's more of a top golf guy though.
Okay.
But he likes to swing in that club, baby. But yeah, man. So we definitely, you know, I might step out while I'm out there, you know, golf a little bit.
Wake up early.
Yeah, I could do that.
Play solo round and then get back to the crib at like 8 or 9 in the morning.
I was gonna say I'm going to the Bahamas, right? Just full transparency here, but not Atlanta. So I'm going to Exuma, so it's a little bit different, right? But I'm gonna see, man, what they got in terms of golf courses around that area, man. If they got something dope, I might step out, man, get up there and swing them a little bit, man. So,
you say you already used the practice clubs, right?
Like, that's what I'm using right now because I'm still
you don't
like
have to
getting
take
my
any
swing
to travel.
right. Yeah, which that actually is cool, right?
That's
there,
what I mean.
man.
They'll probably have some down at the Bahamas course, whatever place it is.
Everywhere it was a golf event in Bermuda we did, and they had clubs to rent there. So if they got them in Bermuda is way smaller and like in terms of just like, I don't want to say like civilization, but just like more stuff that stays up. Like Bermuda, the island closes, for example, at like 9-10 o'clock. Like it's super early. Whereas Bahamas, you got action. So I'm assuming that the Bahamas is going to have the golf clubs that I need if I do decide to do that. So we got action though with that, man. And shout out to my man Vince. Man, Vince, we was just talking about you too, man. He says the softball game experience was a blast, even though I didn't get that signed jersey. Haha, that was awesome. Vince, I told you, man, I did not do anything with it yet, baby. I did not do anything with it yet. So don't lose just yet, baby. You got time. You got time. But you know, I always appreciate your love and support, baby, from the heart, baby. And Jonathan says I look swole, like I got shoulder pads on. It's that game.
That is that
cut,
authentic
bro.
one.
Like, yeah. That's what it is, man. But it was fun though, man. I like my little Jack Ham jersey, baby.
Yeah, it is dope. I was surprised. I thought it was 5-5 whenever you first threw it on.
Come on, man. I can't show up to this show with my own jersey on. That ain't a good look. Oh, that ain't a good look. Even if it wasn't even if it was a Peasy or Devin Bush, the 5-5 is just gonna look. I don't know. I just feel like that's just overdoing it, man. I got the picture in the back. I put my 5-5 jersey on. Next time I have a Moats hat. I got the book. This is not this is too much. It's overdoing it, bro. They gonna be like, that guy, like, he likes attention. That's what they gonna be saying, man. And I'm the opposite. I don't want attention. No. Let Deke get the attention. In fact, Donald Copeland says Deke is a celeb. For a fact. Y'all saw what they said. Hey, man, everybody on the camera, what they say in the celebrity video. The upper room members that have seen it. They were like, oh, that's Deke. Yo, what up, Deke? Everybody know Deke. That's all I'm saying, man.
Stop.
Deke is a celebrity. Donald just said, he says, everybody knew Deke. Yep. Gage, big Deke energy. You are right. And Zach Battle, I'm glad that you had reconfirmed that he says that for those that wanted to see the video, you have to be in the upper room. You're not in the upper room. You can't see the video just yet. You got to wait a little bit. All right. That's the perks, though, of the upper room. We like to give them a little bit of that early access, some of that special behind the scenes content like that, because that's showing that they really rocking with us, right? Not semi, like really. So, you know, we always got to appreciate y'all and give y'all a little love back, man.
Yeah, shout out.
Yes, indeed. But, man, let's get this thing rolling, man. Oh, shoot. Well, before we get this thing rolling, my man Justin just hit me up. Shout out to you, Justin, man. We appreciate your support as well. He says, want to do another jersey giveaway this Friday. You know we're going to talk, baby. We're going to talk. Hit my message. We're going to talk. But I say, because I got, trying to plan all that out on the fly. That's a lot right now. But you know what isn't a lot right now? Well, actually, it was a lot. Your man Giannis, baby. Suns in 4. Yeah. That was a lot. That was a lot because my man went for 50 on him last night. Suns in 4. Where you at, Manuel? Are you in here? Are you here yet, Manuel? Frank K. There you go, Manuel. Hey now. What's up, baby?
I feel bad.
Suns in 4. Suns in 6. Suns in 5.
I actually want to see what Manuel's got to say.
Oh, man. As soon as it happened, I was like, hey, now.
Oh, man, dude. He's giving you that, hey, watch for next year line right now. Good game to the Bucks on a good series in the chip, but watch out. Suns are built to make a few more runs. Dude, I don't know.
I'm going to get them next time.
That was their best chance.
I'm going to get them next time.
That was their best chance right there.
Yeah,
I think
man.
For either side, we talked about this. I mean,
man.
if you're in the finals with how the whole playoffs played out, you got to take advantage.
For
and
a fact, bro.
The Bucks did.
For a fact, man. Shout out to Giannis, man. You know what it was, though, bro. Giannis, man, he came out there, and at the game, too, everybody kept talking greasy about, oh, man, they ain't gonna be able to
People
do
were
it.
questioning his leadership.
They were questioning Chris Middleton, right? They was questioning what was the boy Drew Holiday. They was looking at PJ Tucker, say he only good for sneakers. That's it. Okay, and what did Giannis do pulling up to game 3? What did he do? We highlighted it on this show. He showed up in something particular on his feet. He had a certain pair of shoes on, and when I said it, I remember people in the chat first off saying like, yeah, man, I agree. Like, hell yeah, like that's what it was. But then we had people say, oh, it's just shoes. Y'all making a big deal out. It's just shoes. Them shoes ain't do nothing. Since he showed up to game 3 in them black Air Force Ones that we pointed out, we call them the Patrick Beverleys, right? We say if Patrick Beverley was a shoe, this is what it would look like. At black Air Force Ones. We know that's gritty, that's grimy, that's I'm going to do whatever it takes to win. All right? That's what it is. So he ain't lost since then. And now he won a championship.
Yeah.
Finals MVP.
Mm-hmm.
First championship for Milwaukee in 50 years.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what inspired me, bro?
What?
It inspired me, bro. Seeing Giannis be able to just change the whole outlook of that series. Seeing how he changed just his whole dominance. It inspired me to get me a pair of black Air Force Ones as well, baby. I want to be like you, Giannis.
You copped those today?
Man. So actually, I copped these.
Speed shipped them.
Hey,
last
man,
night.
I got a same day shipping right here. These are the Space Jam black Air Force Ones. You know, I had to go Space Jam because my dog Brian had just dropped this weekend, and I haven't even done a shoe review on this yet. But I had to break out the black Air Force One solely for my dog Giannis, man, because the black Air Force One energy, that man hasn't lost yet, baby. It's no more Suns in 4. All right, Milwaukee. Y'all got a championship now, baby. Giannis, you did it, baby. You did it. Black Air Force Ones. Shout out to Giannis, bro.
Best player in the NBA.
Stop it. I knew you were going there. Stop it,
hey,
man.
listen, dude.
I can't help what, man. What? Best player in the NBA. God. Oh.
Listen, I turn on, I think it was First Take. I think they were talking about it.
They were?
They were talking about it.
They were?
Dude.
We'll rap. Let's rap about it. Because I got a couple of things I wanted to go, with this thing with Giannis, though, man.
Just an historic finals.
It was.
It's just incredible.
Mm-hmm.
You go first. I don't want to steal your thunder here.
Steal my thunder?
No, because you probably had some stuff to say. You had the Air Force Ones.
Go for it, bro. I just wanted to get the Air Force Ones out, bro. You're good. Go for it.
That was just incredible, dude. And Skip was talking about this a little bit today. His performance yesterday, it's literally astounding in my opinion. Because
I agree.
What were we ripping on Giannis the whole time? Free throws.
Wait.
Long,
15, 16 of them?
Yeah, long shots, although I don't think he was that much. I think the final set was like 1 for 5 or 1 for 6 or something like that.
Yeah.
But, dude.
The free throws, though, yeah.
To drop 50 points in a Game 6 closeout game where people are questioning Giannis's leadership throughout the playoffs. Yeah. Is he in that top tier? Can't shoot? Can he lead a team? All these different type of things. Mm-hmm. To drop 50 points. And, I mean, this is even outside the back-to-back 40 points and then also his Game 5. Like, dude, the finals that he put together was just incredible. I don't know if he just reached another level after that Brooklyn series where you heard some interviews that he was given. He's reached this like nirvana state of like, I don't look at the past, I don't look at the future.
Yeah.
All true. But it seemed like he was in some type of bliss state yesterday, especially on the free throw line and dropping 50 points. And what I was saying earlier about Skip, he was like saying, oh man, Middleton's the closer. Like Giannis can't close it out with like the final shot, this and that. That's not the type of player Giannis is. That's not the type of player we expect him to be. Could Shaq have still been the best player in the NBA when, the Lakers were on those runs? I think some people would have said, yes, he's the best player in the league. And he's not expected to take that final shot. It's just not the player he is. Now, what Giannis did yesterday, in my opinion, was clutch throughout the whole game. Like that was incredible. Like there's so much pressure on that game in particular for him to just drop 50 points. Like how can you say he's not the closer, he's not clutch? He knows his role. He knows when to give it up to Middleton. He knows when to give it up to Drew Holiday. So I just got to give a huge shout out because all the things that we were criticizing him for, it's not fixed completely. But you saw that he has this mental toughness. He knows how to be a leader for the Bucks, and he just won a championship. So big shout out.
No, major love, man. Major love. Like I said, the fact that he went up to the free throw line and was knocking them down at the clip that he was, after what we've seen from him in the free throw line throughout this playoffs, man, that was astounding.
In a closeout game, you need to win this game.
And
or
it was
you're going to game 7
game.
on the road.
It was tied going into the fourth, so it wasn't even
they were
like
down
it was
for
a blowout.
For a good portion of it too.
So you're talking about like gotta have it free throws. Like to me, that was the most significant part. I thought his game was similar to what we've always seen from him, right? He gets to the cup, and we said that the Suns, they tried that wall defense that we've seen other teams use, and they were just too small. They could not stop Giannis from getting to the paint. And when you can't stop Giannis from getting to the paint, that's what Giannis looks like. I thought to me, the thing that surprised me was just how well he shot from the free throw line, because we've seen him get 30 points in the paint. That doesn't surprise me. But the free throws, I mean, you're talking almost an additional 20 points at the line. That to me was the most surprising part. But he played his game the way that he plays. And Middleton hit some clutch shots. That jumper that he hit, the little handoff where he hits it on the right side under a minute, that was crazy. Like, but you called it, bro. Giannis, that's not his game. Giannis knows, like, man, I'm going to dominate all in here, but when it's time for this the guy we running this play for. And Middleton understands it, and he steps up in those moments. They have the perfect dynamic, so I really like that. But to me, I did want to get your opinion on this, man.
Sure.
When we look at guys like DeAndre Ayton in that game, when you look at how Devin Booker played in that game, CP3 to an extent, do you feel like the moment was too big for them in the end?
Wow. Maybe. I mean, there's a lot of turnovers and just sloppy. Well, the whole game was sloppy, honestly. It was sloppy on both parts. But yeah, when it really came down to it,
I'm like, at times they looked like they were nervous. And I was just like, I don't know. Like, and granted, we've said that the Suns are a young team. Chris Paul is old, but the Suns are young. And we said, well, Milwaukee, they are veteran. They are, I mean, we talk, PJ Tucker, that's a grown man. Like, these dudes is 30 and up over there. So it just looked to me that they weren't fazed by it. Like, even when they were down 0-2, they never looked like they were nervous. It was just like, all right, we got this. We've been here before. Literally, they have been here before. But that to me was just the crazy part, man. I was just like, man, I wanted to see a little bit more from those guys, though, man, from Phoenix.
Yeah, that's a really good point. That's a really good point.
I mean, Juan even seconds it. Juan says he wants to talk about Melvin Ingram because the Suns broke his soul with the heartbreak emoji. I feel you on that. I'm so sorry about that, man. It made me sad too. I know that Manuel, he was even saying that, you know, he don't kick the Suns while they down right now. And then John Doe said that they simply flamed out.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Oh, but Darnell says Brooke Lopez carried. How you feel about that? That's what we doing now?
Dude.
That's what we doing now, bro.
That's a tough call.
Like, come on, man. I can't. We do it out. Are we giving that? Was it a carry?
Dude, I don't know about that. I just think we got to give Giannis his props here. And you got to give the Bucks their props, really. For a fact, man. For a fact. Yeah, because I get what you're saying about the Suns. They just look young, like, and because the Bucks do have the more veteran players, and yeah. But this is one of the things I want to talk about with Giannis and just even this run in general, even outside of the finals. Like, dude, how many times, especially me, ripping on the help that Giannis has, and even talking about, hey, you got to get out of Milwaukee. Yeah, I mean, his supporting cast never changed. True. Granted, Middleton stepped up in spots that we didn't think he was really capable of at times. Same with Holiday, but they had some really bad lows too.
Yeah.
Giannis was that consistent fact. I just got to give a big shout out to Giannis for this run, man.
Nah, man, it was a dope run by him, man. Like you said, we just see the teams that he had to go through, and granted, we know that this is going to be when we discuss it down the road, because right now it's in the moment, man. It's all positive. You congratulate the guys and things like that. But I know when we get down the line, it is going to be discussed in terms of the Giannis mode, right? Because people have already been talking about it. Oh, does this ring mean more than Kevin Durant's ring? And things like that. But less about comparing them, right? When I think of this road for Milwaukee as a whole, them and Phoenix, they both kind of benefited from some really good luck in this postseason, you know? So that's the other part where I'm just like, that's going to be, because when you brought up the thing about Giannis staying in Milwaukee, and I know that's what keeps getting taught, who did it the right way, I'm just like, it was the perfect storm, if that makes sense, in terms of when you look at the Brooklyn team and the things that they endured. Obviously, we know the teams coming out of the West. We talked about with the Clippers. We talked about with the Lakers and the things that they sustained in terms of injuries and stuff like that. It just seemed like everything kind of just went in their favor right here, man. But it's not taking anything away from it, just giving it a little context with it, man. But for me, man, I am happy that he did win one, because for a guy to say he wants to stay there, you either gonna win it and it works out like this for Giannis, this or once in a million.
Your Dame Lillard.
Exactly. Yeah. Or your Westbrook or Bradley Beal when he was in Washington. Like, that's how it typically is. But like I said, it was the perfect storm right now, man, for Giannis and the Bucks, man. So definitely glad they were able to take advantage of it. Sucks for my man CP3 though.
Yeah, that's terrible. Another thing I wanted to bring up though, in terms of the perfect storm, because I do agree with you. I mean, you can't deny having the Clippers be hurt, the Lakers being hurt, the Nets being hurt. Like that played into it. Because who knows? Maybe the Bucks do win, maybe they don't. We don't know, but it makes their road a lot harder. But there is something
for a fact, man,
being just available. Like that is a skill in and of itself. AD, he's always hurt.
Facts.
Kawhi Leonard, he's always hurt. Kyrie Irving, he's always hurt.
Like I said, it don't take away from what they did.
That's the risk you take if you're KD, LeBron, Kawhi, and Paul George trying to put these teams together like that. If one of these dudes go down, especially if you're banking on dudes that have this injury history, that's part of the game too.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Now, just looking in the chat, man, right here, let's see. John Doe, he says it doesn't matter what sport, injuries are a part of it, 100%. And Vikesh says, doesn't all championship runs involve luck? They absolutely do. All we're doing is just addressing the context of it. That's all. Because, for example, we talk about LeBron's championship last year versus the Heat, right? And we could talk about, well, okay, was the Heat team fully healthy, bubble, things like that, right? So we'll rank that a certain way, right?
Dragic was hurt, right?
Yeah,
was Bam hurt for a little bit too?
I thought at the beginning of it, right?
Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah. I know Dragic was definitely hurt.
Yeah, so like we can make that case, right? But then, for example, when we talk about LeBron's championship in, was that 2016, where it was a 73-9, where he came back on Golden State, right? Now, both of those are championships, right? But when we talk about the context of the opponent, the context of the journey, we hold this one up from Cleveland a lot more than we hold that one in LA. That's what we're talking about when we say in terms of a team having a little bit more luck versus the injuries and stuff like that. Doesn't take away from it. It's just we view one with this a little bit more gravitas. That's all. Like Golden State's first championship versus the other ones.
Bro, well, even that though, you want to talk about context. You could talk about context for probably any of these finals,
seriously,
because the Golden State first finals, who's hurt for the Cleveland Cavs?
Exactly.
Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love. So that played a big part into why the Warriors won like that.
Yeah.
Granted, they ended up winning because the Cavs were up 2-1 at one point, but still, LeBron not having the help like that plays into it.
Absolutely.
Now, could have LeBron played better at spots? Maybe, but I think there's an argument he could have won Finals MVP that year too.
Yeah, that year it was at 18. It was 17, 18 where the second Kevin Durant year where he led them in like every category.
That was his 50-point game in game
that
one,
was like
right?
Nuts, yeah.
Now,
Trina brought up this. Trina's still Diva 5. You know, she always holding it down for us in here, man. She said that the shortened offseason, she feels like led to a lot of those injuries as well. How do you feel about that, man?
I don't know. Like, we'd have to look at each injury and point to it and say, hey, was this because of the offseason? I just don't know if we could do that.
Put it like this. I don't think we'll be able to point to a exact, this is because of that. But I will say as an athlete, man, or excuse me, as a former athlete, because I'm not an athlete anymore. I'm washed. But as a former athlete, I know if my offseason was cut short, even though I would still be technically healthy, my body would break down a lot sooner, you know what I mean, than a typical year. So like you think about a guy like LeBron, we just put him up because he's obviously my favorite player right now. But when I think of him, right, and I say, all right, he's used to having this amount of time during the offseason consistent, not chopped up, not broken down, not condensed in any way, shape, or form. So you make plans for that, and your body becomes accustomed to that. So every year, your body knows, okay, this is gear up time. We've talked about this in depth before in terms of how you conduct the offseason to properly let your body recover, then get your body back in shape, then get your body hardened in terms of like the muscles and cut up, and then getting ready for actual playing. When you start to change that, and we showed last year, we talked about even with Trey Turner a little bit from a football standpoint in terms of how when you mess with off seasons and stuff like that, how it does start to equate to some of those little injuries like that happening. Even though you can't say, oh, that knee injury was related directly to that, it still plays a factor in it because, Deke, say you're used to being at a level 9 for your conditioning, but because the offseason was a little short, you're at a level 7, still in great shape. But now, instead of you being able to do your things on a level 9 consistently for 10 games straight, you can only do it for 5. But you're in your mind trying to do it for that full length. And now when you get to game 7, 8, 9, your body's starting to break down. Oh, you might have hurt your knee. So we just going to say, well, it was a freak accident. He fell. But in reality, it's like, no, usually he could be able to get up out of that because he's usually in a little bit more, condition. He's a little bit better in this moment, a little bit fresher. But because of the condensed and because of just the duration of a season, that's why these injuries have happened. So even though I don't think we'll ever be able to just point to one particular injury and say that's why, a condensed offseason still has ramifications and has an effect on the players, man.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. But it does come down, like Chris Paul even said this. Mm-hmm. That, hey, this is what we agreed to because obviously starting the season earlier was going to bring us in more revenue. Mm-hmm. So it was the thing you had to weigh out. I don't know how much they were thinking about injuries and thinking about potentially wearing down later in the season. That probably was, I think, probably in their minds a little bit. Mm-hmm. But you just got to weigh that stuff out. And what are the injuries because of that? Like you said, we're not going to be able to point to everything, but I think what you're talking about with the conditioning and stuff and having weird off seasons, it's all into play. It's all very nuanced with it all. So if we want to talk about injuries, it's something to have in the conversation. I don't think it's something to
be the main factor.
Be as a negative or a shot at Giannis for winning the title. You get what I mean?
No, I agree with that.
And it goes even back to like LeBron last year in the Lakers. Like, okay, we're factors different. It was in the bubble and all this. Heat, a lesser opponent in the finals. Whatever. What else did you want him to do? Not play? Right. This is the best that we did, and same thing with this season.
Exactly, man. Exactly. So we'll read one more comment before we switch to the next topic, because the next topic is extra spicy, ladies and gentlemen. But this from Black and Martyr, and we appreciate your support. We were actually looking for you. I don't know if you heard when we first started, we actually said we were looking for you out there. I know we missed you, man, but we appreciate you pulling up. He says, Black and Martyr says, had a fun time at the game Saturday. I tried yelling at you both to get your attention to meet you, but you guys either ignored me or didn't hear me. LOL. Next time. For a fact, man, we did not hear you. I caught your messages after the fact. So that was the day, man. And then it was like too late. So yes, but we got you next time. I was also selling, I'm not sure if you were up here at the time, but we also said that be pulling up, man, July 31st over at Wahlburgers at Robinson Mall. I'll be doing a book signing, celebrity bartending, meet and greet the 31st from 5 to 7 p.m. So, if you back out there, you back in town, man, pull up over there and I will definitely get you then. And that's July 31st, man. But I'll make sure you got more content and more info on that later on. So
before we move on, can I just
go for it? Yeah, heck yeah.
Rattle off Giannis' stats.
Yeah.
This is his finals average. 35.2 points per game.
Yeah. 13
boards, 5 assists per game. I think he averaged over 60% shooting. Mm-hmm. Dude, there's some other stuff on here CBS is putting out. Just content. You take it how you want, but Giannis at 26. NBA champion, finals MVP, 2-time MVP. Mm-hmm. Jordan, 0 titles, 0 finals MVP, only 1 MVP.
Better
LeBron.
Than Jordan?
No, dude, I'm just saying, this is
I was going there. No, let's throw it out there.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
GOAT, bro.
I'm just saying, where he's at 26 compared to some of these other dudes.
So he's the GOAT then. I agree.
Let's see how his career plays out. I do think.
I'm just saying, right now at 26, he's the GOAT of at least 26 and under, right?
Listen, if his career ended right now, if he just wanted to retire,
would you say he's the GOAT then?
I'm not gonna make that claim just yet.
No. But I'm saying, like, since we've seen his numbers, we know Jordan is Jordan. We know LeBron is LeBron,
Sure.
right? But if they were to just magically not be here, would it be Giannis is the GOAT?
I don't want to make that claim just yet. If we want to have that topic for another day, I'd be willing to have it.
Oh, so
I don't know if I want to say Giannis.
So you ain't want to let Haskins off the hook like that, huh? You want to keep asking Haskins. So 7 to GOAT? Is that what you saying? So you say Biz the GOAT? Oh, that's fine. But now when it's Giannis the GOAT, oh. See, the upper room members, they know what they're talking about because they seen the video. funny, hilarious interview that my man Deke conducted with Dwayne Haskins at the celebrity softball game. Holy cow.
I had to check his Ben fanhood there.
And my man really was like, well, Brady, but politically correct. It's my teammate, Ben. I was like, wow, this is crazy. Oh, I love it, man. And shout out to you, Jeff Hernandez, too, man. We appreciate you, man. He says it's the year of the Bucks, because you got the Bucks, like Milwaukee Bucks, and you got Tampa Bay Bucks, with your boy TB12. He said it's all good. Wait. He says it's all good. We back next year, black and gold, and purple and gold till I drop. Big Deke energy. Love this show. And for those who know, purple and gold is JMU. Just throwing it out there, all right? And then you got the black and gold, that's Steelers, all right?
Where's my navy and gold? Where's my blue? Man. Where's my royal blue and I guess maybe yellow gold?
See, I thought the guys they liked whatchamacallit, man. I thought they wanted to see West Virginia, right? Go Mountaineers, go Ears.
Wait, we got West Virginia fans in here?
Heck yeah, we got West Virginia fans. What do you mean we don't have West Virginia fans in here, man?
I feel bad.
Yeah, we got West Virginia fans in here, man. Go Ears. Go Ears.
But yeah, that's it. And LeBron, 0 titles, 0 finals MVP. He was 2-time MVP, though, before 26.
So he's the GOAT then, bro.
Wilt, 0 titles, 0 finals MVP, only 1 regular season MVP. Shaq, 0s across the board. So Giannis
is the GOAT.
We can't say that. We got
26 and 90, he's the GOAT.
We got to. I mean, that would be a fun topic. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm just all right. We might have to discuss that next.
That would be a fun topic.
We might need to. Discuss
I need to look into
week,
that
man.
A little bit more.
Yeah, we're gonna table that. We'll table it.
That's a fun conversation because we'd have to look at more context as to why Jordan's not winning the titles, LeBron's not winning the titles.
Now, Carmichael Steelers fan says that Kobe had at 26 years old, he had 3 rings.
Yeah, he did.
Dang, so Kobe's the GOAT at 26.
I don't know about that. I don't know. I think we should look at all this type of stuff because Magic won his first year. I think Bird won a couple titles before 26 too. So actually, that is funny that they just left out Magic and Bird in this.
Yeah,
right?
man, just straight disrespectful, bro. But hey, that's what they do. So it's all good, man. Hey,
they didn't even need to add Wilt and Shaq, but I guess since they're big man, if you want to consider Giannis
is
a big man,
Giannis a big or is Giannis a 3? Like
that's
I don't
know
what he is.
That's what I mean.
Because this, and I think this is the reason why Giannis gets the flack that he was getting. Up until today, last night, no one talked about Giannis in a comparison to Shaq. Because no one viewed Giannis as a big man. We viewed him as a skill. You've said it. No,
I might be the only one.
But the majority of people have viewed him because his position is a 3. He handles the ball. I think that's why people view Shaq's dominance difference. And it was never expected for him to take the last shot because he was a big, clear cut, no discussion about it. Whereas Giannis is more of a KD LeBron, but he can't shoot like them. And that's why he got the negative rap. But then he just essentially became Shaq, but playing face to the basket versus Shaq playing with his back to the basket.
Yeah, because he's much more physically imposing down low versus LeBron and KD.
Yeah, so that's
essentially
his style. Yeah,
different type of NBA.
But
too.
you have to look at him and look at him totally different than how you view a guy like LeBron and KD. And I think that's why the perception around Giannis was what it was, because for all this time, that's how he was presented to us.
Yeah.
Not as a big man. If you was presenting him as a big, we'd be comparing him to like Joel Embiid, Nikolai Joker and stuff like that. But, it's a little different. So, yeah, we're going to talk about that another day, though. We'll get back to it, man. We'll get back to it, though. Oh, and for when I tell you it was West Virginia fans in here, remember I said that?
Yeah.
I did see.
Hold
on, man. Oh, here we go from Maximus Richard.
We're in different conferences now.
You ready? Take me home, oh country roads. That's how it goes, right? To the place where I belong, West Virginia. Take me home. I don't know the words to that joke.
You were close.
But yeah, man, we about to get to this next topic. But before we do, let's get the Barilla 92. And then after that, we'll get this thing going. So he says, you guys ruined other sports or other Steelers podcasts for me. Behind the steel curtain, he says, love the content. Thanks for making work. Thanks for making work for me. Hold on. He said, thanks for making work for by a little. Yeah, okay. I wasn't sure if you saw it was typed in there. So he means to say, love the content. Thanks for making work go by a little faster.
I think that's what he meant. Yeah.
I was like, whoa, I don't know what I just read, bruh. But yes, we are good. And I'm glad they said I was close enough on my song. So shout out to me for that. But yeah, you ready to talk about this new Pittsburgh Steeler, this new edge rusher outside linebacker?
Sure.
You know, we got him. He's here now. Melvin Ingram. Officially signed. 1 year deal. Was it $4 million, right?
$4 million.
$4 million.
Yeah. Can I say this, dude?
Talk about it.
This dude on Twitter.
Yeah.
He followed me on Twitch. Toxic Falls his name. Then he's got another name on Twitter. I think his name's Ryan Curry.
Okay.
This dude's the one that dropped. Was it the Trey Lance news on the 49ers?
He
dropped some other news relating to a contract that we signed earlier.
Mm-hmm.
It might have been Trey Turner's actual numbers.
Okay.
He was on point with that.
Nice.
On point with the money on this one too.
Nice.
As soon as we signed him, he's like 1 year, $4 million. You heard it here first, and this was the day before it even dropped.
Okay,
so I got to give him he keeps
Shout
coming through with these news,
man.
I cannot believe it.
I like it, man. Hey, man, he's plugged in. So
Yeah.
shout out to him for that. But yeah, man, 1 year, $4 million. I love it. Not gonna lie, I love the money. That was my thing. I initially thought it was gonna be around 3.25, that range. But for me, the reason why I love the money is this. It says that, hey, if you are the starter, this is still gonna be decent starting money. Like nothing crazy, but it still be respectable for you. But at the same time, it doesn't guarantee you the starter. So if you're the third edge rusher, right? Say Alex Highsmith beats him out. Well, your $4 million isn't going to look like a burden to us with you not being the starter. So for me,
Not at all.
I love that money. I love the fact that it's a 1 year deal. You talk about not having long ties from the Pittsburgh Steelers standpoint. If this doesn't work out, they wash their hands. They're done. They're off the hook. Nothing carrying over. For Melvin, he's going to be extra motivated, right? 1 year deal later in your career, you're trying to get another deal. You're trying to ball out so you can get another one. So you can see the incentive on his side. And then also you can also see with it being a 1 year deal, it doesn't mean that Highsmith is ruled out. It doesn't mean that they've moved on from him. It doesn't mean that they're anticipating TJ being gone. It just says that, hey, man, we're going to see how you can mix in this thing, how you gel, how these guys operate together. And if it works, well, now we could do long-term business with you. So I like that from a financial standpoint, man.
Oh, yeah, it's great, dude.
Yeah.
Now, with us signing him, I'm seeing a lot of people. I mean, you hinted on it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
We brought him in 15, 20 snaps, something like that.
Yep.
But you actually think there's potential for him starting? You think it's going to be open competition right off the bat in training camp?
No, it is open competition. For the people that operate and they just say, well, man, he's only coming here to back up Alex Highsmith, you're sadly mistaken. Now,
that's what I was thinking.
It's going to be an open competition, and I do think that Alex is going to push him to the limit only if Melvin from 2020 shows up. If Melvin from 2019 shows up, Highsmith, he's going to be good, and I think he can grow into some of that, but Melvin in 2019 is just a more polished, more seasoned veteran player. That's the difference. 2019 Melvin is going to have you flirting and thinking more about like how Bud was out there. That's the difference. 2020 Melvin, still a really good player, going to be a solid player, could start for a ton of teams in the league, but not as explosive, a little bit heavier in terms of the weight that he played with. And obviously we know that he missed some time because of, the injuries that he sustained.
Missed, like 9 games or something?
Yeah,
like
so he played the first 2 games, went on IR for 3 games, came back and played 5, and then went back on IR for the rest of the season. So it just depends on which version shows up. But for a fact, it is going to be a competition, and I'm excited about it. Alex Highsmith, man, that's my dude. Awesome cat. He's a 3rd round draft pick. Melvin Ingram was the 18th overall selection. Big difference in terms of just expectations. Big difference in terms of athletic ability as well. Those are some of the things when we talk about 1st round picks, we talk about, it's like, man, they possess that athletic ability that's just special. The size, speed combination,
movement,
like
you could see some
right.
of these jukes and just how
it's
he's
just
able to take
certain
angles.
It's certain things that it's like, no matter how great Alex Highsmith works out in the offseason, it's certain things he'll never be able to do. I would say it all the time with Bud. Tell Bud, bro, it don't matter how hard I work out, bro. I will never be able to bend and move the way that you move. That's why you were a first round pick. That's why I was a 6th round pick. It's just certain things that Melvin is capable of doing. And the thing also with Melvin is mentally, he understands the game. That's the other part. When you start putting veteran players that know how to lead, they know how to set up moves, they know leverage, they know where their help is, they know where their weaknesses are, it makes them so much tougher to take advantage of. But then when you pair that mentality with the guy that still athletically can get it done at a high level, that's why you get a player like him. And that's why I said, if you get 2019 Melvin will be the starter here. But if it's 2020 Melvin, I think that Highsmith definitely can push that to the brink a little bit, because I like what Alex brings from a coverage standpoint. I like the speed that he plays with as well. And he's just younger, but he still has to grow a little bit more mentally. We've talked about that as well. So that's like my big thing in terms of this competition, no competition, because I saw that as well. I was like, y'all are crazy. The $4 million lets you know right now, he's in contention to start.
So you think if it was like 1 or 2 million,
1 or 2 mil or vet minimum, you're not worried about it. You're rolling with Alex. Alex, your starter. 4 million is the sweet spot for a veteran. It says, hey, I don't think that you're a 10 sack guy just yet, because if you're a 10 sack guy, your money would be closer to the 9, 10 because he's older coming off injury. But when you give him 4, you think about Ryan Kerrigan. Ryan Kerrigan signed for 3.5, I think it was, right? Yeah. So like in that range, right? So you're just looking at these different numbers and you're like, so you get 4 right here. All right. Huh. Now, the only person that's over on that side is Alex Highsmith, who's on a rookie deal. So he's on crumbs right now. The 4 lets you know, like, yo, we think that you can be the guy. We think that you can start. Now, we know that you're going to Alex is still going to play. That's the thing, too. It's not saying that Alex is not going to see the field. But the $4 million definitely says, hey, we respect you enough that you're going to get an opportunity to start. You're going to get that opportunity. Now, whoever wins it in camp, that's one thing. But for a fact, you're going to get the opportunity.
Wow. What do you think of the reports that we were looking at Justin Houston first?
No, I think that's accurate, but this is the thing. So first, we got time today. We got time today. So when we talk Justin Houston, right? Justin Houston just started 16 games last year. Justin Houston he's been a starter his whole career. He feels like he should still be the guy, right? We even talked about him a little bit last year, and I was saying that I don't think that, as he's continuing to age, that he necessarily should be a 16, 17 game starter still, but he's still being able to put it out there, right?
8 sacks last year. I think he had 11 the year prior.
So he's still playing at a high level, even though he's slowing down just a little bit. So imagine if you're Pittsburgh and you're saying, hey, we want you to come in here and compete for the starting spot. Justin's not trying to compete for that. Justin's like, bro, I'm that guy. I had 8 sacks this year, 11 sacks the year before that. We go back to my Kansas City days. I was a dog there. I'm not here to split reps. I'm not here to compete with anyone. $4 million, I'm cool. Melvin, coming off of an injury, coming off of a down year, right? First time in how many years he didn't have a single sack. Now, he still had pressures and QB hits, just giving you context on that. But he didn't have a sack, right? So for him, he's like, bro, I just need to get somewhere. I need to get into a good fit. What better fit? Okay, when I was out in LA/San Diego, I had Bosa, right? Yep. I had Joey. Well, shoot, who's better than Joey? TJ. Now, not just TJ. I got Cam into it, and that makes me just the 4th wheel. Or I'm going to come in and be the 3rd rusher, situational stuff. I'm still going to get 30, 40 reps.
I was going to say maybe 40, 50% of the snaps.
Absolutely. So if you're Melvin, you're like, bro, that's perfect. That's going to get me back where I need to be. I'm not going to be asked to be the guy day one if I don't have to, right? If I'm not ready, depending on the injuries that he's coming back from, right? If he's not 100% there, or if he's, picking up the playbook and it's taking a little bit of time, he doesn't have to feel forced because you have Alex. But whenever he gets up to speed, he knows, man, I'm gifted. I know I can get after the quarterback. When I'm healthy, I get after the guy. And the tape shows it. So for him, it made more sense. And that's why I thought that it made perfect sense that if you're talking about a guy like Justin Houston, why he would say no to this, but why a guy like Melvin would say yes. Because at the different timetables of, one guy coming out healthy, productive season, one guy coming off of an injured down season, no sacks. Yeah. That's why you get that type of decision like that, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think? I was seeing some highlights. What do you think of him potentially playing some inside a little bit? He did a little bit of a rover on occasion with the Chargers. It looked like in goal line situations, but could he, at spots, him and Devin Bush in the middle, maybe Alex Highsmith?
No, so that's what they do. So think about how we do our rover package, right? We have 3 down D linemen. Typically, I think Debo has done it before here. Bud did it a couple times.
I remember seeing Bud,
did it. TJ did it. Melvin, he does that exact same thing. That's what that is. So literally with Melvin, man, you're getting a guy that can play legit right outside linebacker, left outside linebacker. He can rove. He can do the rover position where he's the third rusher, lines up at middle linebacker with Devin Bush, and we're using him in different rush games, or sometimes he'll have to drop in coverage. He's also lined up as a D lineman and rushed. This guy from a...
Like we could have Highsmith, Ingram, like two at Cam on the line.
You call it like a NASCAR lineup, right? Like we've seen certain teams, like the Giants, they used to do it where they would put out, it was like Osi Umenyiora, Strahan, Justin Tuck, and somebody else. It was Jason Pierre-Paul. They would call like their little NASCAR like rush group or whatever. Just strictly, we trying to rush the passer right here. You can do those similar things with Melvin.
Could you even do three, just where it's Ingram,
you have the,
two at
like,
Cam?
You literally...
Take Cam out for Alualu, whatever it is.
You see what I mean? Like
the flexibility.
You have a ton of flexibility with that, man. So that's why this signing I just love, because it doesn't lock you in. Like certain players, right? They only play right side. Certain players only play left side. Think about with TJ, right?
I feel like this is a better fit than even Justin Houston.
It is, because like TJ exclusively plays the left side now, right? Remember, initially he exclusively played the right side. Bud exclusively played the right side. With Melvin Ingram, he plays right and left during the game. He switches during series. Like I'm watching him on tape and I'm like, I love that. I love that, because now you legitimately have a third guy, a guy that can go to either side and spin. Hey, you tired? I got you. You tired? I got you. It's nothing worse than your swing outside linebacker only being able to play one side, because then you just got one sub. You don't have a guy that can come over here and get him. And you know TJ comes out. We've seen it. Everybody, like, they sub. So you're going to need that guy. Melvin is going to be playing a ton of snaps, even if he's just the third rusher. The same with Alex Highsmith. So I think it just only boosts that position as a whole, though, man.
Is there anyone that doesn't think this is a great move? Because we thought, or we know we needed outside linebacker depth. So worst case scenario, this checks that off.
Yeah.
But then the way you're talking about, I'm loving it, because if he could somehow reach that 2019, 2018 potential that he does have, dude, we could have Melvin Ingram on the Steelers for a 1-year deal at $4 million.
Okay.
And getting pretty much a semblance of maybe Bud Dupree out there, where we don't have to pay.
Now you're catching on.
Yeah, exactly.
Now you're catching on.
Now, if Ingram does have a good year, we'll probably have to pay him if he wants to come back going forward. But that will still probably be at a much cheaper rate as what Bud Dupree's getting paid with the Tennessee Titans.
And he'll be another year older. He'll be 33 then. He just turned 32 in April. So that all benefits.
And then we still have Highsmith, in the wings.
Yep.
Who knows what potential he'll walk into, 3-4 years. In the league.
Dude, he has 49 career sacks. You don't get that by accident. When we talk about pass rushers and what makes an elite pass rusher, not an elite outside linebacker, just an elite pass rusher, the number is 10 sacks. 10. He's crossed that threshold twice in his career. He's had 7 sacks multiple times in his career, but 10 is what separates you from being a good pass rusher and being an elite pass rusher. The fact that he's done that twice lets you know he gets after the quarterback at a high level. All he has to do is be healthy. If he is healthy, we will see that impact. We will feel that impact. And that's the thing that just makes me so excited, and why I don't feel like it's a bad signing at all. Then I also talked to Lorenzo Neal, right? The former fullback that's played out in San Diego forever, and then I know he ended his career in Baltimore. He knows him personally, obviously being a big member out there with the Chargers organization. He says the man not only is, Melvin, this physically imposing guy who plays with just that nasty demeanor and just super productive, but he said, man, one of his best qualities, bro, is he's a leader of men.
That's what a lot of the Charger fans were saying,
he
too. He
literally was like, man, this is a multi-time team captain, a guy that comes in here and commands respect, not just on the field because of his play, but his lead. I'm just like, I love that. And especially when you talk about a team that is like, man, at times we've had questions about our maturity. Have we not? Even this offseason, a couple weeks ago, we already know this. But it's like, it's good to have more mature, calming presence, calming voices like that, and people that are more vocal. We know TJ is a great player, great person, but he's not the most vocal person, right? In terms of getting the guy, hey, shush, man, you gotta act like this, man, chill like that. Like TJ, that's not his temperament. With Melvin, from what I've been hearing, he's the guy that's gonna make sure the guys are doing what they're supposed to. He's gonna make sure everybody's got their mind right, and I absolutely love that, man.
Yeah, they can't hurt at all, and that goes back to what I was saying. I don't know,
So in terms of the negative, you want to know the negative? Okay.
Who is saying this is a bad move?
No, so I'm not going to name drop them like that. But
what's their case?
But this is the thing. So people are asking, the biggest thing is with the injuries last year, is that the sign of the body starting to break down, or is it an outlier one-off? That's the first thing, because he's 32 years old and he went on IR twice last year, right? So that was the thing. Oh man, first time he hasn't had a sack in the whole season. Like, what is this? You know what I mean? Oh man, he only played 7 games. Oh, what is this? Is he getting old? Has Father Time caught up with him? So that's what people tried to say initially. Then I heard people try to get on a little bit just about, at times, this is not as a whole, but I know I've seen this on film too. He is reckless at times when he's rushing, but with the Chargers defense, I feel like it was designed that way. Because, and this is what I mean. When you're rushing the pass, right, you have rush lanes. So your outside guys, right? So think about our defense. You got TJ, you got Alex Highsmith, you got Cam, and you got Tuitt, right? So Highsmith and TJ, they're outside. They're containing. They make sure the quarterback can never run outside of them, right? They stay out, but they got to be outside. Cam to it, they got to stay inside, right? Make sure the quarterback can't step up. Essentially, you make this box, and now from there, you collapse the pocket, and that's how you get a sack, right? Or at least you make the quarterback have to throw out of a tight window. Now, when you have an outside guy that goes inside, now you don't have a contain, right? If you have an inside guy that goes outside, you got 2 guys outside, nobody inside, no contain. So those type of things happen, and it can hurt you in terms of the quarterback runs, right? So when you watch the Chargers play, at times, Melvin and Joey, they get really overzealous in terms of inside rush moves. And they don't do it like how we do it in Pittsburgh, where we communicate with our D lineman, hey, I'm going inside. That means you need to cover me. Be ready to be outside. They don't look like they do it like that. They look like they just are rushing, and if it's open, they're just going to take it. It works well at times, but it kills them at times. The Chiefs game that they played in, Justin Herbert's first game, right? I think it was the second game of the season. When they go down in overtime, the Chiefs, Buckner hits the 58-yard field goal? Literally the fourth quarter, that final drive, and even in overtime, my man Mahomes is picking up 3rd and 20s, 2nd and 15s, and it's because of that type of stuff where they're not having rush integrity. They are literally just going inside, doing whatever, and it works at times, but when it doesn't, it kills you. So that's the only, that was another thing.
You think it was just the Chargers? We wouldn't be doing that shit here.
Well, this is the thing. Not just saying that it's the Chargers, but mentality-wise. If that's what he's done his whole career, that's why they're saying, well, hey, don't just think it's going to stop once he gets here. He could still be doing that, and that could mess up the defense a little bit on passing situations. You only complain about it when it doesn't work. It's kind of like a fast break dunk. Oh, if you make the layup, we're not tripping, right? Well, it's kind of boring. Now, if you slam that thing 360, we're going to go crazy. But if you miss that dunk, now I got an issue with you. So that's the vibe with it. It's like, you can go inside. Shoot, I go inside. I love an inside rush. It's the quickest way to the quarterback. But you got to make sure that you're winning. You got to make sure you win. And you got to make sure that at least you got somebody that's going to be covering you. So that's the other negative that people were talking about with it, man.
Either way, with both of those two things you brought up, the baseline that we just need outside, outside linebacker depth. And then on top of that, he's a great character guy, locker room guy, leader. That's the baseline. Even if he doesn't live up to the 2019 version of himself, that's still something the Steelers need right now. Everything else is house money. So I just don't see any downside to this move at all.
Super low risk, super high reward, man. I love this pick. I love this move right here, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, shoot. I just pulled this one up. Shout out to Carry Me, man. Shout out to you for that. He says, Moats. I just used code Moats on Manscaped for 20% off. Got me the Lawnmower 4.0. Well, shout out to you for that, baby. I hope you enjoy it. Your delicate friends and twins and all their kin will appreciate you for that, baby. So, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
I'm trying to look what the fans got to say in chat here.
What we looking like?
I'm all over the place. I'm seeing some Benny Snell now. I think it's because of the LA Rams.
Oh, yeah, because that's trade talk right there as well. Yeah.
Is this legit?
I talked to John Clayton about it.
And he actually said it could be a thing.
He said it could, but he doesn't think it's going to happen because from what he's heard, everybody in LA with their organization says they want to try the running back by committee approach first through training camp. And then if that's not what they think it should be, then they're looking to make moves. And that's why Benny Snell came up, because they all feel that Benny Snell, even though he's a good player, people are looking at him as the odd man out, saying that they're thinking it's Najee, McFarland, and people have been saying Balaj and Jalen Samuels. They've been talking either. I promise you, that's what they've been saying. So
those are the four we keep?
No, we're not keeping four, but they're saying either Kalen Balaj or Jalen Samuel, because you're not going to be able to trade those guys like that, whereas Benny has trade value. That's what he was saying.
Why wouldn't we keep Snell then?
Why
no.
wouldn't
No, hear me out.
Najee, come to the sideline real quick. Benny, you going there on first down.
No.
You would lose your mind, man.
No, hear me out. Hear
Okay.
me out. Why wouldn't we keep Snow if he does have that trade value? If that's what the Rams' approach is going to be, where they're doing running back by committee, he would still have trade value then.
Okay.
Then we could trade him in the middle of the season.
I'm missing it. The Rams don't want to wait till the season.
Oh,
they're doing preseason. They want to see. Yeah,
I get what you're saying. Then.
Man, the Rams trying to win a Super Bowl, bro.
Okay.
You think they're gonna wait till midseason to if they not happy about something, man? They trying to win it now.
There's a man named Le'Veon Bell out there.
Well, I also talked to him about that as well. He says he don't think there's a chance that happens at all. He actually is contemplating if he ever sees him in the league again, bro.
What?
Well, this is the thing. So, amongst execs, amongst coaches, they don't think that Le'Veon still wants to play. And these are the reasons why. They said, obviously, we talked about the holdout year, right? We know that. And then he got the money to go to New York. But they said when he was in New York, obviously, he didn't have the success that he thought he would have. And then obviously it ended kind of foul, right? With him and Gay, stuff like that. But then when they talked about how he could have decided to go to multiple places where he would be the guy, he would be the feature back, he would get a ton of touches, a ton of opportunities to play on contenders, right? We even said Buffalo was one of them, right? But he went to Kansas City and they were saying, man, you go to Kansas City after they had just drafted Clyde in the first round. And we saw him have that crazy breakout game where everybody was like, yo, this dude's legit. And they were saying how he goes there and literally doesn't fuss about not playing. He wasn't complaining about any of that. And then obviously in the off seasons when he put out the report, oh man, I'll never play for Andy Reid again. But from what John was saying is that basically coaches are questioning how passionate he still is about the game, because it looks like once he got the money, he wasn't as passionate about it, just based on the decisions that he's made since then. And that's why he doesn't feel that LA is going to touch him or any of these other teams that he's been talking to about that are going to touch him. Yeah. So that was surprising to me, because I said the same. I'm like, bro, why wouldn't they just call L Bell? We know he's healthy. We know, when he's on, he's on. But, and not even going out there to be the guy, but at least gives you a little bit of a boost in your group right now with Cam Akers tearing his Achilles like that. But yeah.
Todd Gurley reunion, maybe.
Is he's free agent right now?
I think he is, yeah.
I thought he was still on the contract in Atlanta.
No, I think he only signed a 1-year deal with them. I'll double check, but
check
I'm
that
pretty
real quick.
sure.
Now, you might be right though.
Todd Gurley reunion.
Yeah. While you checking out that, I'm gonna read some of these super chats real quick, man.
Dude, he's 26 years old somehow, some way. Todd Gurley.
Oh wow.
Wouldn't you have thought he's like 30?
Yeah.
He's about to turn 27 in August. But he is a free agent. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what Google says.
Okay.
Adrian Peterson, maybe I'm saying.
Well, AP, he's done the committee approach now for the past 4 or 5 years, man.
I know, that's his lane.
That's his thing.
That's his lane. I could still see him getting 1,000 yards if he went out there.
He flirt with it every time with that thing, man. Somebody get hurt and AP. That boy just be out here just old faithful. I'm gonna make it. I'll be all right.
What do you think of Snow though? Because you said you were liking
how
he was looking.
I like him a lot, man. I'm just saying.
Like, is that worth really giving him up for maybe a 5th or 6th round?
Right. I don't know
just to have him as the backup.
I'd
rather have
his
that.
value would be. I think keeping him would be great, just because we know with running backs, anything can happen with the running back. Anything. So I would rather have a little bit more of a higher end piece in Benny Snell compared to McFarland, who we know is a great athlete and he plays fast, but right now we haven't seen that produce productivity and we haven't seen him look under control just yet. Now that could change, right? But right now we haven't seen that. So that's one of the reasons why I would rather have Benny.
And now, it feels like Kalen Ballage has had less of an NFL career than Benny Snell as well.
Now, if Kalen impressed to that extent, then we have a different conversation, but we haven't seen that just yet. And it's hard to just strictly evaluate him in minicamp when he's in shirts and shorts. Now, we do got some fire content coming up because, training camp is starting. And I'll be done. We'll all get a chance to see what he looks like, right? So we'll see him in pads and we'll be able to see, okay, is Kalen, is he taking that next step mentally, physically? Is he consistent now? Is he putting together all those little things that we've talked about him? Or is it the inconsistency? Is it he looks good this play, but then he has a couple bad plays? If that's still happening, then you got to keep Benny. But if Kalen is caught up, all right, you might flirt with it a little bit.
Yeah, because I see how it makes sense, because I think we agree if Benny Snell doesn't fumble the football, we could see him being an RB1.
Mm-hmm.
But that was the big problem, is just the ball security. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, he was getting half the snaps or a lot less snaps where he couldn't really get in a flow. But there were games where he could pretty much carry an offense for you. And if the Rams are looking for someone like that, the trade rumors make sense, but if I'm the Steelers, I would rather have him as a backup. He's much more reliable, in my opinion, compared to McFarland or Kalen Ballage at this point. So I'm not the biggest fan of it. Let's see how training camp plays out. I'd rather just keep Snow at this point.
I like that. Now, I looked in the chat. Yes, it has heat up in here, man. The running back discussion. Shout out to John Doe for making that a point right there, man. But I just seen Trey Edmonds brought up. Frank Gore. What about him, man?
Oh my god.
No. They said for the Rams. They talking about for a Ram pickup. Yeah, not for, bro. We got too many backs right now. We're not talking about for us, man. No. But they were saying for the Rams though. What about a guy like Frank Gore?
I'd rather sign Peterson.
Peterson?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Is there anyone that's like waiting in the wings for other teams, like an RB2? Fantasy people would probably know that a little bit better.
I don't know off the top of my head.
Maybe the Packers backup, Dylan. They drafted him in the second round last year. Because they just signed Aaron Jones to that big contract. So how much time is he going to get?
He still played a lot, though, last year.
Yeah, with those guys, he is a nice complimentary piece.
Because they legit use both of them. Like, they do it. Like, it's not 60-40. It's more 70-30. But Dylan still saw a good amount of time last year, man.
Yeah. Peterson makes sense to me. Peterson probably makes the most sense.
Okay.
Because I don't know who they have as their backups then.
I'd have to look, man.
Because Cam was supposed to be that guy for them. Yeah. That was their problem before that draft, is they just have a running back by committee. You kind of want that guy. So that's it. Yeah, that kind of sucks. It sucks for them.
Oh, man. So you don't want to trade Snell. We'll keep Snell. Now, Stephanie.
Well, Peterson's got that Stafford connection, too. He was on the Lions
absolutely right.
last year.
And he had success with him last year. Now, I want to get your thoughts on this. Stephanie Ramirez, she says that Kalen Ballage is better than Snell, better than Benny Snell. So, if that is the case, would that change your mind in terms of really feeling like Benny's a little bit more expendable?
I just don't know that.
Who
knows that right now? I think Benny Snell's been the better player up to this point whenever you compare both their careers. Ballage, he was in shitty situations. We could say that for sure.
Yeah, we definitely saw that, man.
So I think it's a wait and see. As I'm standing right now, though, I'd rather have Snell. But if somehow Ballage goes off in preseason, he looks way better than Snell, then yeah, all of a sudden, actually, they might want Ballage, actually, as opposed to Snell. If we're talking about trades and that type of thing.
Man, there's layers to this.
I feel good with Snell right now. I'd rather keep Snell. Yeah. Because what are we going to trade him for? A 5th or 6th round pick? I feel like I'd rather have him as RB2 here and just that security in case Najee has to miss a game or two.
Well, and my thing is, how significant is a 5th round pick to us right now?
We're all in.
Yeah. Like, we trying to do it now, man.
I know. Well, I was going to bring this up. You know how we were concerned about the Steelers offseason a couple months ago? Mm-hmm. I feel like they've stepped up.
Okay.
I do. Bringing in Trey Turner like that and then Melvin Ingram.
Okay.
I like what we've been doing. Okay. And it seems like there's another move or two to be made.
You just going to leave off the last one, mate?
Which one?
Oh, you said you brought in Trey Turner, brought in Melvin Ingram. You ain't want to go to the next one? That's crazy.
Who am I missing?
Dude, we just signed a lineman, man.
Oh, man. I mean.
Yeah, you like that? Yeah.
That's a depth move.
We'll talk about it in a second. But yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, man. The chat just moved because I'm just going to try to get these super chats read off before we switch to that next topic, actually, man.
Is there some we missed?
Yeah. Because I was reading off the regular one.
How many we got? I see Matt. I see Michael. Any more? Yeah, the only two that I got up on my screen. I got Michael, Patrick McCracken.
No, because it was something that had your name in it. Dig on.
I'll read off these two, though.
All right, bet, yeah, because it was...
this is about Melvin Ingram, Michael, Patrick McCracken. He will play a lot. Right outside linebacker, left outside linebacker, middle linebacker, great pickup.
Absolutely.
Sharing the sentiments that we were talking about.
Absolutely.
Matt Mixich at work, but quick shout out to the boys. Chilling with Big Deke and 5-5 on the best podcast. Definitely a vibe. Shout out. Thank you for
respect.
that, Matt.
Hopefully, while you're at work, you're still visiting Mars a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, indirectly. You're there just, going around it. Kind of like, what was it, Jeff Bezos? Didn't he just go to, he went to space, was that yesterday, 2 days ago?
I don't know too much about it.
Yeah. So Jeff Bezos is. All right, so it was 2 days ago. They said he had just, went up to space for a little bit, chilled, and then came back down. I said, man, Deke, man, we do that all the time. No, we go out there, we just be chilling sometimes. I know a guy. I research it.
Did he team up with Musk or something?
I don't know. Well, no, it was some like.
Or is he starting his own company?
Well, he had like, I forgot how they said it, but it was like privately funded, obviously a lot by him. He gave a big shout out to all of us because we all helped him do that. He said, thank you for everybody that
like
buys
the public
Amazon.
society.
Yes. He's like, everybody that's purchased Amazon.
It was like
product.
A joke?
No, like that's what he put out there, bro. I think he was
he
dead
like
serious.
straight face?
I promise I think I just saw text. I didn't see like, I just saw like, I thought it was like a tweet. Yeah. But he was like, yo, thank you for everybody that purchased Amazon because, yeah, y'all sit me up there.
Let's be real. It's a good service. So.
I mean, I literally just was on Amazon last night copping some stuff. So shout out to Amazon.
You could buy something that's in your house like in a day or two.
I mean, Jeff, really, you help us go to Mars on occasion, right? That's what you do, Jeff. So we appreciate you because he has products like that. At least when I research it, you know, that's what he says, bro. So yeah, man, shout out to Jeff for that, man. It had me thinking, like, would you ever want to go to space, bro?
No, I was telling you that. I watched that Mars video.
Yeah, would you want to do that, bro?
For a couple weeks or something. I want to come right back down, but I don't think that's how it works. You got to be up there for an extended period of time.
Like years,
I just want to go up, get some of the views, take in the views.
Yeah.
I want to come back down. That's it.
For a fact, man, me and wifey, we was watching a movie last night. It was Anna Kendrick's and that's the chick from Pitch Perfect. I can't remember the name of this movie. They was in space. This cat was like, got hurt and was like locked in a panel, and he didn't find out until he was up in space. So you imagine, you think you on Earth, everything was cool, you doing maintenance on the ship, you get knocked out or whatever, and when you wake up, you all the way up in space.
Oh wow,
my man is losing it. And then they're like, yo, we running out of oxygen because the shuttle is only big enough for 3 and we got you in here. So you can only imagine how stressful it got.
Sure.
It was crazy. But it had me thinking in the midst of, me just, I don't want to get too far in depth with this because, my memory's a little hazy a little bit, no vitamins. But from what I remember, man, it was crazy. And I just kept saying to myself, I'm like, Deke. I was like, yo, Deke, would Deke go in space like this? And you know how it is when you watching a movie, when you using some of your vitamins, bro, how the movie just look crazy. Like you feel like you really in space. Like it was a time, bro. The thing was spinning. It was spinning like this. And they just panned out and I got to see just the deep galaxy. And bro, I like to lose my mind laying next to my wife. It's like, your wife's like, no, I'm scared.
You thought you were in space.
I was in space, bro. I was scared.
You were checking for your oxygen.
I'm telling you, bro. I was like, oh, shit. She's like, you all right? No. Deke, it's his fault.
Making sure your helmet's all good.
I said, it's Deke's fault, man. So this is what happens, man. But yeah, bro, it had me thinking about that, man. Jeff Bezos, space guy, bro. Crazy.
That's
funny. But you ready for this next one, man?
Yeah.
Because I would say I couldn't, unless you try resetting the chat on your end, because if I reset it on my end, I don't know if it's going to mess with this stream or not. I ain't
hold on. Oh, I'm at top chat. Hold on.
Yeah, because mine just switched to top chat as well. But I know it was some that were directed towards you. And I wanted to make sure I read those off before we switch.
Where is this at? I don't even know where I'm at. Hold on.
Man.
No, dude, I can't get this.
That's what I said. Try to pop it back in and then hit like refresh of the whole browser and see if that updates the chat for you so you can get back up to the top of it.
Dude, I can't even see the old ones anymore.
Oh man.
Like the ones that I said.
Yeah, this is crazy, man. So anybody that had put in their chat, man, I did not see it. Well, we did see it, but we did not get a chance to read it. Our apologies on that, man, because I don't know what's going on with this chat today, man. That thing just started uploading on its own, baby.
Yeah.
The chat.
Yeah, we definitely lost it there.
Yeah, but it's all good. Still Duck. Hey, baby. I'm with you, man. I see you. We living. You good or whatever?
I'm good. Yeah,
all right.
I'm pulling the pop-up chat back up, but yeah, I can't get any of those old messages.
Yeah.
So that's about it.
Fair enough. But we do got a new, not message, but a message from Carmichael, and he just simply said, when you're in outer space, it's called orbit. You're right. He did. That's what Jeff, he went to orbit. He was in orbit. That sounds so like scary to me though, bro. I don't want to be in orbit. You want to be in orbit? I don't want to go to orbit. Jeez.
Just for a little bit. I don't. Who knows what can be up there? You could.
Are you a heights guy? Like, do you?
I've done high roller coasters. Okay. Yeah, I've done Cedar Point. What's the one? Is it the Dragster? That's like one of the top 2 or 3
But you're not
highs.
like scared of anything?
No.
Okay.
As a kid, I was, but got over that.
I like it.
No, yeah, I don't think it's the height that would scare me. It's just I don't want to be spending too much time up there. That's my thing. Fair enough. You just don't know what's going to happen. Could something go wrong? And that's it. I don't want to spend my last years up in space like that.
That would not be cool, bro.
I
feel like whenever it goes wrong, it's always like really wrong. But we do got another chat, and we're going to make sure we read this before it disappears on us. All right. Sure. So this is from GMI Kovitz. We appreciate you, GMI Kovitz. He says, or they say, Snell under Najee could be like James Conner under Le'Veon Bell. big yardage pickups with hopefully a better run scheme. Ben will be on a mission, in parentheses, if the O-line is average. And I agree with that. If they could just be average, they don't have to be great. Just be average. Average can get it done.
Yeah.
Because it is a plethora of talent at the skill positions for the Pittsburgh Steelers on offense. They just need this O-line to be at least average. Just give 7 time. Not the 2 seconds thing. We need time. If he can get time, it is plenty of talent around him, baby. So GM Icovitz, I hope you are absolutely right. And we definitely need that, baby. So we appreciate you once again.
And defense is looking good too.
This is the truth, man.
Yeah, but I'm with him though. We keep Snow. He could be the RB2.
All right.
Slow Najee a little bit.
We keeping him in, man. Got to keep him in, man.
That's how I'm feeling right now. We'll see how the preseason plays out. But
now, Jared did have a good question right here. He wanted to know, are you going to enter into this RB2 competition? Because they were bringing up your trade value, and they was trying to trade you. I saw some people in here talking about, man, what could we get back for Deke? Jared said he don't want to trade you, though. He's like, please don't trade Deke. Okay? So I'm just asking, like, are you RB2, or are you going to set that RB3 and just be playing it safe right now, man?
I'm practice squad. So
practice squad.
I mean, as long as they want to keep me signed to the practice squad, that's fine. I'll be collecting checks that way.
Keep you on the practice squad, but give you active roster salary. There you go.
Yeah,
there you go.
That's perfect.
Because you a high end practice.
Get me on the sidelines. Yeah. Let me be out there, see if I can see if the defense is doing anything, and
there we go.
Relay some information to the offense. That's about it. That's all I'm good for. I don't think you want me. Maybe you do want me out there as a decoy once in a while.
Decoy? No, you. If we just
throw the defense off so much, he's like, "What is this dude?"
As long as you got the air Crocs, we good.
Yeah.
A TTV BH2. Deke at long snapper. No, man. Deke is an athlete, man. Deke need to be out there getting that rock, throwing to him, letting him shake and bake, show off the moves, man. You agree? This thing, he got a little wobble on him now.
I thought I was QB though.
Yeah, you do got the Deke and dots. You're so versatile, bro. I'm gonna just put AT
athlete
H. That's what you are, man. Athlete, bro.
Okay, understood.
Athlete. And John Doe, absolutely, man. Ain't no bots in this chat. We don't do bots, all right? We only want the real people in here so we can talk back to you and y'all can talk to us and we can make sure y'all actually enjoying it. And I will say this, man. Shout out to everybody that is currently on with us right now, man, because y'all are rocking it out. And I love how y'all are hitting the likes as well, man. I know y'all getting them going up even more, so we appreciate that, man. I just wanted to let y'all know, and that is from the heart. So, now let's get to this next thing, man. The other signing that we had that you just wanted to leave off. Chaz Green. Now, I'm glad. I found it funny yesterday, right? I mean, when I first dropped the Melvin, we dropped the Melvin film session. I was like, oh, this is crazy. Let's do it, man. People are loving it, right? And shout out to everybody that has watched that, man. And if you haven't checked it out, go look at it, man. Just, breaking down tape of Melvin so you can see what he looks like on film last year versus in 2019 and what he brings to the Steelers. But man, I just lost my train of thought. I was looking at this chat and I saw Deke is the next Slash, and it just killed me. I'm just like, yo, y'all gotta stop this, man. And I just thought of you instantly as like Cordell Stewart 10, and you back there. Oh, I'm a fake punt. I'm gonna run it. Yeah. And then I just saw you getting hit like Pat White did. Yeah. That's just in my mind, and it just. Right in the middle of me thinking about what I was going to say when that happened, I went there and I just totally lost my train, bro. I'm just like, all right, I'll get it back later.
You're talking about the Melvin Ingram film session. You're like, I find it interesting.
Oh, yes, because with Chaz. Yes, so here it is. So everybody was crazy hype on Melvin, and then instantly everybody went crazy hype on Chaz initially. It's like, yo, we got this tackle. Like, we good to go. Like, it's what we talking about, man. Kobe, we trust. And then I feel like when people started to Google Chaz and actually like look into it a little bit, I felt like they changed their opinions of him a little bit, man. And I could hear it from you too.
No, here's the thing. Why were people's opinions so high to begin with, though?
Because it came right on the heels of the Melvin Ingram signing.
Like right afterwards.
And everybody just assumed that, oh, yeah, man, this dude is on that same like class, that same pedigree. And as soon as I saw the name, I instantly was just like, I know this guy. I know him really well. This is a guy that we all know as edge rushers. A guy that we typically... Yeah, when you get that opportunity to face him, it's when you go up there and you say, thank you. This is why I go to church. This is why I would do communion. This is why, if we had to pray 5 times, like whatever it is, like this is why you do that for that matchup. And in all seriousness, man, he with Chaz, depth player for certain, has had good moments, but has had his bad moments really be magnified, if that makes sense. In terms of
you could YouTube them, and like the first 3 or 4 vids, you're just like, oh shit.
Yeah, so you have a couple for him, man. When you're a young player, right? We always talk about you have bad plays. We all have that. We all go through that, and we all talk about how we go through growing pains. But for some of us, like in my example, when I went through my growing pains, I was kind of hidden in a defense. It wasn't a touchdown that was given up. It wasn't a crazy historic record-breaking performance when I was out there. So it kind of goes under the radar. And then by the time you catch up and you become a good player, well, now nobody remembers those plays. For Chaz, though, he had one of those record-breaking performances against him. And then from there, he never really got a chance to redeem himself. And when he did get another opportunity, it kind of showed up again. Now, he has improved. I will say he has improved. And I'll do a film session on him to kind of show his growth. But what we're talking about, for just full context, is not a shot at him. Adrian Claiborne, right? With the Atlanta Falcons. He had never been a double-digit 10+ sack guy. It was kind of just a 4 to 7 in that range pass rusher, which is still a good player, but just wasn't elite. They're playing the Cowboys down in Atlanta. And I think it was Tyron Smith that was supposed to play, but he ends up not being able to play, right? So Chaz Green gets this start. And in the game, Adrian goes out and he gets not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but 6 sacks in one game on Chaz. So that's why the negative has followed him a lot since then. And when he's had other opportunities, hasn't always performed to the best of his ability. But I do think if you're bringing him in here to compete with Zach, I like that a lot. Because this is a guy that is a 4-year veteran. He's been a part of some good lines in terms of Dallas. Even though he wasn't starting there, he's seen what a good line looks like. So he understands that part. But for me, Zach should win this. It shouldn't be close. But I just like the fact that it's not handed to Zach. Remember, we've talked about that. We said, man, even with Highsmith, right? Now, not saying they needed to sign Melvin, but we were just like, man, we don't like it when a person is just handed a starting spot when they haven't really had to prove it, nor are they a high pedigree first-round draft pick either. We want to see guys have to compete a little bit. Chaz will at least give Zach legitimate competition from the simple premise of it's a legitimate NFL player. Not a starter, but a legitimate NFL player. So for me, I'm like, as long as Zach goes out there and does what he does and he's healthy, it shouldn't be a discussion. Chaz would be the extra O-lineman, swing tackle, or whatever. He'll be in that type of conversation. And in that role, I think he'll be fine. But Zach should definitely win. This isn't a situation where I anticipate Chaz coming in and being a starter for us, man, because he's just at this stage right now. He's still young. He's 4 years in right now. So he's still very young. But just at this stage right now, he's not ready to be the guy at a tackle spot yet, man.
Yeah, I assumed right off the bat, I thought this was just a depth move. And I was wondering, because we brought in, so we didn't bring in maybe as much depth for the tackle position because we brought in the dude from Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
That was like our big signing earlier in the offseason.
But was that really considered a big signing?
No, what I mean, it's just in terms of like depth and stuff. That's the only guy I remember in terms of tackle.
Yeah.
Because then we also had Rashad Coward, drafted Dan Moore.
Yep.
So I guess there was room to bring in an extra tackle for depth, but we were thinking the whole time we bring in a dude that's like could be a legitimate starter. We were talking about like Morgan Moses and then some of the other dudes that are out there.
And
right
that's
now.
the guy that a lot of like the NFL analysts and like insiders, they're still just scratching their heads behind the Steelers with that about them not going after a guy like Morgan when you saw what he signed for and obviously how good of a player he was.
3.5,
right?
Like something like that.
Yeah, so that was the thing. They're still just kind of like they don't get that part at all. But I mean, it is what it is. Now we can't go back in time, but yeah, dude.
That's the thing. They may be high on Zach.
No, they are high on Zach.
They have to be.
They have to be, absolutely. I mean, all the moves that they've done this offseason have said that they're very high on Zach, but not just Zach. It says they're high on Chooks. They didn't take a tackle in the first two. They waited. Think about it. 4th round, right? The first 4th round pick at least, but it was still in the 4th round when they took Dan Moore. So I feel like they think that they're very confident in these tackles. Obviously, they wanted to address center, which they did a little bit earlier with Kendrick. But yeah, everything they've said, and I just hope it pays off, man. That's the thing, because if it does, the skill positions are there. That's not a question. That's fine. But if you can't protect, if you can't give Ben a little bit more time than 2 seconds, baby, or if he got to try to run around back there, that's gonna be an issue, man. That's gonna be an issue, because what I thought about was the way our offense is set up, right? It reminded me of Kansas City in the Super Bowl. I said, man, Kansas City in the Super Bowl, they had Patrick Mahomes, right? Elite quarterback. I know in Pittsburgh, some people will say, oh, Ben's not elite. I know some people will say he is elite. But either way, he's at least a really good quarterback, right? We can all agree upon that. So you have that part. Wide receiver. We have plenty of wide receiver weapons and tight end weapons. The Kansas City Chiefs have plenty of weapons at wide receiver and tight end as well. Running back. We got Najee Harris. They got Clyde. We got running backs.
I think we got one up on them on the running back.
But check it out. This is the biggest issue, though, right? The offensive line. When their offensive line was hurt going into the Super Bowl, none of that mattered, because what did Mahomes have to do to get the ball off in any time? He had to run back like 10 yards and then do something crazy, just astronomical. And now, granted, he was making it work, and you really got a chance to see his athletic ability and why he is so gifted. But even in that game, they still lost. And that was the thing that I was thinking of with our offense. If our offensive line can't be at least average, if they look like how Kansas City's did, we're going to have major issues. All that talent around us isn't going to matter. And that's the part for me where I'm just like, God, I hope these dudes are right, because I wouldn't have hedged my bet like that. I would have been on the other side of, I might rather have a little bit less talent outside, but make sure this O-line is straight and ride with 7, because I think that he can still do these things if he's given time. So we'll find out, man.
You know I'm feeling good about it. At least for us to get up to average. Man. And I'm liking the defense too. I think the biggest question mark probably on both sides is offensive line, and now all of a sudden it's cornerback for the defense. What else do we have?
Yeah, definitely corner.
That's about it.
Yeah. I would say corner.
And we're just saying, hey, if those dudes do step up, we made all the right moves then. Like if Pierre, Cam Sutton, these dudes step up and play how we think, or at least the people that are optimistic think they're going to be, looks amazing.
It's just a lot of ifs. That's all.
Just only those 2 position groups though right now.
That's a lot of ifs. It's a lot of ifs.
But we've gone back and forth about this. I just don't think it could get worse on the offensive line. The cornerback thing that's the one thing. We did have Steven Nelson. We had Mike Hilton. Those are some big shoes to fill, I think.
Yeah. All right.
I
think say it can't get worse.
I think Cam's up for it though. I think Pierre Islands is going to be a thing.
I really hope it is. I promise I hope it is. I hope it is. I really do. And maybe that'll change my optimism to be more like yours. Because I'm trying my hardest, man. I'm trying my hardest. But Lord, when I look at it, I'm just like, I don't know, bro. I ain't seeing that. I don't know. Maybe my eyes. I got to get my eyes checked. Maybe it's something else. Maybe is this regular water? Somebody put something in my water. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. All right, but we do got Destin versus the world right here, man. Shout out to you, Destin, as well, man. He says, for those who doubt Deontay's hands, I saw an underrated video of him working out, and man, he's going to prove so many wrong. Potential Pro Bowler with the looking eyes. We did talk about that earlier. He caught every softball that was out there barehanded too, baby.
There was that, and I don't know if the video's from the route god, but he's been working with the route god too. So I'm sure he's been
he looked good
working
though,
on some drills with his hands. So I think he's gonna be a stud.
He looks sharp, baby. Definitely looks sharp, baby. But yeah, bro, this offensive line, man, as long as they could just be average. They could just be average. Now, is average an upgrade?
Yeah, big upgrade from last year, I think.
Okay. All right.
I thought we were bottom 3,
okay,
if not the worst.
Well, we'll talk about this not today, but on another episode. But it was definitely an article that I'm going to show you. They were talking about, they were ranking with their projections for the 2021 offensive line rankings. We weren't last. Cleveland was first. We weren't last, though. We were second to last.
That's what PFF had us, though, right? They had us at like third to last or something like that.
Yeah, second to last. I think the Giants might have been behind us, but we'll chat that up on another day. But yeah, I was like, God, y'all got us like that. Don't do that. I mean, I'm not surprised, but don't do that. Just lie to me for a little bit. Can you lie to me? Just lie to me for a little while, man. Yeah.
I think we will be better than that. Now with the ranking, I don't think there's much. I don't think there's much we could say to be like, oh man, you guys are out of bounds for having us last, because we lost some pieces last year. We were pretty bad last year. A lot of uncertainty, but I got faith. I do. I think we're going to be at least top 20. And if we're talking in the average range between 20 and 15 whenever we look back on the season.
Man, well, hearing you say that, that's kind of like the duality of us. And then I'm going to read off 2 comments about the O-line, and that just shows the duality of the chat. Trina Still Diva 5 says, the O-line is what keeps me up at night. Then you got Carmichael Steelers fan. I can see 2 potential offensive line Pro Bowlers, Zach Banner and Kevin Dotson. So
I like that one.
There you have it, baby.
I like that one.
It's the duality of all of us, man. That's what makes the show so unique and so cool like that. Because yes, as you can see, some of us are a little bit panicked. Or not panicked, just slightly concerned, flirting with panic. Whereas, others, just cool.
No, I think we're going to have a really good
season.
Everything's
going to be great.
Yeah.
It's all great. It's going to be great. Yeah.
I'm amped up. I like what we've done so far. I think there's another move or 2, but...
What other moves do you think it is, though?
People are talking about Malik Hooker.
Okay.
And
he took a visit out here earlier. We remember that.
Visit, but all of a sudden he's talking a lot on Twitter or responding to some people's tweets in positive ways that would point to him signing with the Steelers pretty soon.
Oh, no. You better be careful on Twitter, Malik. They get toxic sometimes. Jeez. That's the one thing I will say, man. Like, I don't be agreeing with that all the time. Lord have mercy. You know what I'm talking about, right?
No,
you see my man with Steven Nelson, bro?
No, what happened?
Bro,
I know he deleted his Twitter, but
because
people are getting at him.
Yeah.
That's a damn shit. It really is. We talked about Steven Nelson.
I am not a fan of that at all, bro. It like drives me. Like that's one of my pet peeves. It was like, oh, that's when I mush you. Just get away from me when you do that, man. Not a fan of the toxic Twitter, man.
What did he do? I don't even know what he did.
No, he didn't do anything.
He hasn't done anything.
Literally,
this whole
all he said
really.
was, I think I don't even know if he said it, but the reports were coming out that he was going to be signing somewhere, and the 2 teams that everyone was talking about was the Eagles and the Raiders, I believe it was. So that was that. But then he didn't say the teams. He just said, "Man, I'm about to sign or be on the lookout, something coming soon or something along those lines." And then obviously people thought that, oh man, he's coming back to the Steelers, so that's a big deal. So you get toxic Twitter, people going at him negatively about that. And then it was just all over the place. So from there,
really?
Yeah, he ends up deleting or deactivating his Twitter. I'm just like, bro, like, and people were happy about it. That was the great, like, yeah, man, we got it. We in his head. And I'm like, yo.
That's a shame.
But y'all were the main ones talking about how great he was playing just a year ago. Like, it's crazy. I'm not a fan of it. Not y'all. Y'all cool. But the toxic Twitter, y'all don't be like toxic. Keep being positive. See, that's why I like y'all right here, man. Everybody in here is nice, is happy. Unless you're a Raiders fan, then we gonna piranha you. But in the Steeler spectrum, everybody's all love, man.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah,
I mean,
bro,
he did an interview with us. He seems like a really good dude. The only thing, and this isn't even a thing, he was just looking out for his career, his own free agency flexibility with how he tweeted something out with the Steelers, like, hey, release me so I could go sign something. That was it. And like, we get it as Steeler fans or for the Steelers organization. It's maybe not the best look, but at the same time, dude's looking out for his career. Like, what has he done? What has he done to anybody? Like, he seems fine.
I agree, man.
I didn't understand all that.
Like, that's just one of them things, man, where that's the disconnect at times, man, between like just the Steeler Nation where it goes just a little too far, man, where it's like, dang, dude, that's not cool. That gives it bad names. Like, you don't want to always do that for no reason. Like, my man hasn't done anything wrong to anybody, hasn't said anything wrong to anybody, man. But when they get like that, man, I just not a fan of it, bro.
Sure.
Yeah, bro.
What do you think about Malik Hooker then, though?
Bro, like, honestly, I wouldn't mind Malik, but I would prefer, if we're going to talk about bringing in an extra guy, I wouldn't be opposed to, Bradley Roby, and what's the other dude? And Roby Coleman as well, right? Both of those guys are available. And the reason why I say them instead of Malik is this. We don't necessarily need a safety right now, right? But we need a legitimate third corner. Now, we know Cam Sutton is projected to play outside. James Pierre is in a slot corner. James Pierre is outside corner. Justin Lane is in a slot corner. Justin Lane is outside corner. So why not just get a guy that specializes in being a nickel corner.
Just in case.
Right. So it's like not even just in case. It's like now instead of James Pierre and Justin Lane having to be your third guy playing 80% of the snaps, now they're the fourth corner playing probably 30 to 50% of the snaps. Way less exposure, better for their growth and development.
They're taking on the Cam Sutton role from a few years back.
And if they come out and impress and they can start, well, that's just icing on the cake because Cam can go back to doing that role. So that's more of my approach. Whereas if you bring in Malik, now you're talking about, okay, we're going to make Edmonds the dime linebacker. He's going to have to learn that. That's going to be new. Obviously with Minkah and Malik, they should be able to play off of each other fine. But you still don't have that true nickel corner. We still don't have that true third guy. So that's why for me, when I was thinking of the guys that are still available now that this second part of free agency is here, I'm like, I would much rather go for a guy that specializes in just playing nickel corner because we know that's what we need the most versus having to try to convert or hope that one of these younger guys are going to work out when we know if it doesn't, we are not in a position to just be able to say, oh, we can afford to drop a couple of easy games early in the season. We'll make it up on the back end. No, every game is going to count. We don't have that luxury right now. We don't have this like juggernaut super team where as soon as we walk in, we know we're winning 16, 17 games. Like, I know you feel that way.
I do feel like we're going to have a good season.
I know you feel that way.
I'm thinking at least 12 or 13 games this year.
I know you feel that way. But when you look at it on paper, it's not as settling. So that's what my approach would be, though, man. In terms of instead of just saying Malik Hooker, that's for me at least, though.
That's not a bad point at all. Bro. Why not both?
I mean, you could, but financially, we're sitting at about what 5.
I've seen so many different things, dude.
I've seen
9, but is it 5? Adjusting for what the cap's gonna be when the season hits.
See, I'm not sure. I know we're sitting around 5 right now, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's my thing. So I'm just like, I don't see you getting 2 of those 3 players for 5.
Yeah, unless you're making some adjustments.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So I feel like it's gonna be one or the other. Yeah.
They're probably all in the same cap space range. 2 or 3 million.
Yeah.
I like that. I
just feel like I'd rather have somebody that specializes at it versus...
Just give us one more move.
Yeah.
That's all. Whether it's Malik Hooker, Poole, the 2 cornerbacks you brought up, I'm good with that. I just think one more move on defense.
Now, Poole, I know he's had a little bit of injury history, though. Is he healthy right now? Because that's my thing with him. I know he's definitely had injuries, man.
Let's see. I do think he's healthy. Was he hurt last year? Oh, shit. We got Brian Poole LinkedIn popping up.
You don't want to go connect with them on LinkedIn, bro.
All right.
I can send like business emails.
Yeah, he was hurt last year. He was hurt a decent amount. Only played 9 games. I mean, he's got to be healthy right now, right?
Yeah. I mean, unless it was like something late injury. Yeah, I don't see why not.
Let me see.
Yeah, I just don't know. I didn't see. I don't know how much he played last year.
Out for the season. Hold on. Let me just see what injury it is.
Yeah.
'Cause this would make it a little bit more clear. This was back in November.
So he got hurt late.
A shoulder injury.
Oh, yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's about to say, oh, it was ACL. I'm like, oh, I don't like November ACLs. I don't like November Achilles. I don't like November injuries that pertain to lower body. But shoulder, we can live with a shoulder. He'd be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
see,
any one of those dudes. I mean, it's any one of those dudes that you're talking about that can play nickel cornerback. That works.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, it's more of a designed role as opposed to Malik Hooker. Assuming he would, what would he? Because you wouldn't bring him to do any Edmonds type of stuff in the box.
No, he's your third. You're talking about Malik. If Malik comes,
but
in,
I wouldn't
Malik is in the middle of the field. He's the free.
And how many snaps is he playing? It goes to your point where it's pretty gray on the rule.
Yeah.
Then,
so
right?
like essentially, you're gonna play your 2 safeties as well. It'll be interesting because you might on base downs be sitting with Edmonds and Minkah because Edmonds is a true strong safety, box safety, whereas Malik and Minkah, they're more free. They're speed, smaller guys. So I don't think on base you would have those 2 guys out there together. But when you go sub package ball, that's where it would change because you would bump Terrell Edmonds down into the box to play dime linebacker, and then from there you would bring Malik and let him play middle of the field, and you would have Minkah just kind of roaming around doing what he wants, playing off of the quarterback. So those things can work like that, but I don't know, man. I just feel like it's a lot of moving pieces at times, you know?
Yeah, sure.
Like, yeah, and not only am I moving Edmonds, he has to learn a new position. Then Minka has to go from working with Edmonds on these plays to now he's working with Malik, different style of play and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. It just seems like
it can work.
It can.
Like if we sign him, all of a sudden we're talking about how this could work.
It can. In essence, we just broke it down.
This could be a cool little hybrid role, but
it can work.
I get what you're saying. I don't think anyone's really brought that up. Why don't we just bring in a nickel cornerback?
If you bring in a nickel corner, it's only one person that's affected. You see what I mean? Whereas if you bring in Malik, Edmonds,
Bush, maybe
Minka,
even too.
Bush, yes. Like you see how many people it's affected, and we still haven't even addressed the nickel corner yet. So we're still trying to get that part done. So it's just multiple people that are still going to be affected if you go Malik versus bringing in a legit corner, a legit nickel corner. So yeah, and I did see that. Oh man, there was a couple comments I wanted to actually get to real quick. Hold on.
I got a couple up here if you want me to read.
Hold on. Here we go. Right, because it was something about. Oh man,
is it a super chat comment?
No, it was a regular comment.
Okay,
but it was about Brian
Poole.
Where is it?
Here
we go. Right here. Angel Garcia. Yeah. So Angel Garcia, he says, who's not injury prone? It's the NFL. Everyone gets injured. Now, this is what I wanted to say to that, Angel. Everyone gets injured. Sure. Injury prone is when you're not actually able to play in games. And that's the biggest difference. That's 100% injury rate. Everybody's going to get hurt playing. Injury prone is when you can't make it to the stadium or you can't finish games. So think James Conner, right? That's injury prone. Think Big Ben. Big Ben's injured a lot, but he's available a lot. He still is out there. So you can be injured, but injury prone is when you're not being available to us. When we can't count on you to be in the game. We can't count on you to finish a game. We can't count on you to make it to the stadium. Big difference between the two. So that's what we're alluding when we talk about Brian and the injury history a little bit and being more injury prone than some others. Similar with Malik Hooker as well, because that's another thing with him, the injury history. But
where you just can't even play in games.
Right. It's just like, man, you're coming out here and we're like, bro, he's not available to us. That's what you don't want to have happen right there.
We got Roger on a super chat.
All right, go ahead, rock with us.
Pittsburgh going to be the sleeper team of the season. We're going to make all the haters eat crow. I like where his mind's at.
I like it.
I'm seeing someone Pierre over Steven Nelson.
Ooh. All right.
Man, see the chat.
It does it, right?
I'm trying.
Yes,
well,
bro.
no. Here's the thing. I'm trying to look for kind of what we were talking about, but people are having in-depth conversations
about
here. It's hard to just pick out certain things.
Oh,
here we go. Oh shit, I lost it.
Well,
someone said that Hooker is better than Edmonds. I kind of disagree with that. Different players.
It's you know what this conversation is like? Troy Polamalu versus Ed Reed.
Sure.
Who's the better player? You're like, well, one's a free safety, one's a strong safety. They don't play the same position. They're not asked to do the same things. So yeah, it's hard to like compare them. It's like comparing Cam Hayward to TJ Watt. Different responsibilities, different, examples, stuff like that. But Thomas Riley, I do like this idea. Thomas says we need to have the Arthur most experience with Deke after our show. Just be a lot of laughing going on, a lot of clouds. Because we like outside, green scenery and stuff like that, man. We're just big nature guys. Big nature guys.
Joey's wondering what jersey you got.
Oh, man, I got got my man Jet Ham right here, baby. You know how we living out here, man. So, yeah, that's what we on. Yeah.
Edmonds is polarizing in the chat. Some people think he sucks. Other people saying he's played better last year, and they like where he's at.
I think he did, man.
I did too. I was high on him. I thought at some points I was like, could he be a Pro Bowl type of player? But didn't have the best end of the season, especially in that Ravens game.
This is true.
But no, I thought he played awesome, specifically in coverage. Like we know he's good for tackles and stuff, but I thought he stepped up in a big way.
No, I agree with that, man. He definitely did. And the things that we said he struggled with, you can see how he intentionally had put that as a focal point to improve on. We talked about point of contact, right? When the ball is right at the catch point, getting his head around. We pointed out Tennessee Titans game. Man, he's getting his hands on footballs. We showed was it the Colts game we had to play in the end zone? It was like the
I think it was.
But I say it was a couple. Like we've seen multiple games now where he had drastically improved from just a pass defense standpoint. Now, hopefully we can get some interceptions popping off, some more interceptions, on that. But we saw him improve in a big way with coverage. So I think that that's going to continue. And we saw him, even at the softball game, the dude ready to go. He's fired up, man. He's fired up. And he was drinking Pedialyte. Just to let y'all know, because since we said he was out with us, one wanted to make it like he was out here drinking. He was drinking Pedialyte. He didn't get a Mozzarita. Deke got the Mozzarita. I got a Mozzarita. I had 2 Mozzaritas actually. But Edmonds, he was responsible. Pedialyte, because my man's ready to go. So I'm ready to see Edmonds. I think you talk about breakout guys. I think that's the one that y'all should be watching out for, man. That's all I'm saying, baby.
Tristan Strother, the way fans treat Edmonds reminds me of Bud Dupree in his early years.
No, absolutely. And we pointed out with Bud Dupree when everybody said he's a bust. Everybody said this, and it's like, no, he's growing. He's developing. Look at this. Look at this. He does this extremely well. With Edmonds, he is one of the best open field tacklers. Man, he has bad angles. My man probably had 7 bad angles tops all season. Like, that's the legitimacy of it. Whereas other safeties, that happens a lot more frequently. Or just their tackling isn't as sharp as Terrell Edmonds. Just because Edmonds doesn't generate a ton of interceptions, don't let that change your perception of him. He's still a really good safety, but the difference between a good and a great safety are the turnovers. That's what made Troy great. He generated the turnovers. Edmonds, that will come. But trust me, by no stretch of the imagination is he horrible, terrible, or a bad football player. Not even close.
And I think they will come. Whenever we look at last season, I thought his coverage improved pretty.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
the tape don't lie, man. The tape does not. Man, you know what? I might need to drop an Edmonds film.
There you go,
man. Dude, Edmonds coming soon.
What else we got then? I'm not seeing too much else in the chat here.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think that was it for that part. Yeah, it was funny, man. In the middle of all this, man, I started getting these little little notes coming up about my space. I was like, I gotta start deleting stuff over here because I stopped deleting the old vids.
Oh, okay.
So it's killing my space. So what we're gonna do right now, you're gonna keep talking. I'm gonna delete this real quick, so that way we don't mess up this chat and we get this thing rolling. All right?
Sure. What do you want me to talk about?
Man, talk about life, bro. Talk about big Deke energy. In fact, no, somebody had brought up your Madden. That's what it was. Somebody had talked about you on Madden, bro. What's going on with you on Madden, man?
What about it?
It said you got busted by somebody. And then they said, one of the chats they were talking about you playing Madden with Melvin. And first you were like, he's slow. Then something else happened. You like, I think it still could work right here, man. Yeah.
That's what happened. So whenever we signed Melvin Ingram, all of a sudden, now that he's a Steeler, he could join the Steelers team then, obviously, right, on Ultimate Team.
Right.
So need to do some gameplay with Melvin Ingram. And the most recent card that they have of him is 95 overall. So not terrible, but I'm telling you, dude, at this point in the game, it is terrible because it's 99s across the board for every team that I'm going up against. So he's honestly on just any normal day, I don't know if he's even starting for the Steelers team right now.
Wow.
But you got to do a gameplay. You got to test him out.
Okay.
See how he's doing.
Okay.
So try him out. Can't get the Steeler chemistry, so he doesn't get that much of a bump up in rating. That's like a whole other. I'm telling you, it's so in depth with chemistries and what you do, and you could get bump ups in ratings. Basically, like his rating could go from a 95 to maybe like a 97, 98 if you got the right chemistries on.
Gotcha.
But you can't get Steeler chemistries because Madden, they're just a little late to the game on updating their game like that. I mean, they would have had to update it within the hour probably. But hopefully they make the update this week.
But either way, get the update.
Yeah, so
get the update, Maddie. Come on, man.
Yeah, I do the gameplay with Ingram. I got him playing as like an outside linebacker, and he is his player's a little slow compared to other dudes like Shazier, 99 speed. Like a bunch of the dudes.
I can see that. Yeah,
a bunch of the dudes that I got on the team on the defense, like high to mid 90s in speed. So having Ingram, I think he was like an 87. So I wasn't making too many plays in the first game, although I was bringing some pressures that forced the interception. So I won really easily.
Okay.
And then the next game I played, I was like, I guess I'll play a second game. I don't even think I'm going to get any highlights on this one though, because I feel like Ingram's slow. I don't think I'm going to get a sack.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to get a big like run stop or anything. I doubt I'll get a pick. I think it was like the second play of the game. I had a really badass pick with Ingram, and I was like, oh wait, I was wrong. Sorry guys. So that was it. That's the story of the gameplay. It wasn't anything too crazy. Now, this is you
getting pretty amped up, though. You get fired up on your show when you gaming?
Bro, I do. I get pissed off, man.
Are you a controller thrower? That's the real question.
I am. I did it one time.
I am.
No, I did it one time earlier this year, and I broke the controller.
Oh.
But I'm done with that because whenever I went to Walmart, I saw the new controllers prices at like $60, $70. I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna keep doing this. So I got water bottles around me and stuff. I'll toss those pretty frequently if things aren't going my way.
Okay. I like that right there, man.
And right now, dude, I hate going up against these God squads because there's literally no originality. It's just people out here. I'm just gonna pick the best players and whatnot. It's like, dude, be original. If you're a fan of a team, be a theme team. Face off against my Steelers theme team. I'd at least respect you, but these people, it's just ridiculous.
You can't respect them, man. No integrity. Where's the loyalty at?
It's sad, dude. It's sad. I try to keep it. I want a Super Bowl with my team right now, so at least there's that. Now it's on to Madden 22. It's coming out next month.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get on Madden one of these days. I'm still on my duty. I like to shoot in the face. Bing. So yeah. But now that I've finished out all this technical stuff, I'm glad you did that, man. Shout out to you for that, baby. I
hope it was a good effort.
Hey, man, that's how you work together right here. That's teamwork, baby, because we are back recording, and I'm good to go, man. We might have missed about 5 minutes, 7 minutes. We make it work. Anywho, next time we got to talk about, though, Stills reporting to training camp today, baby, because I've already seen in the chat people were talking about my man 7 in the different shirt, which I absolutely liked. Clean by him, by the way.
A different shirt.
No, the shirt, it says like different, but it's like spelled like DIFFI. It's like DIFFER, and then it's like, because it's like 3 letters. I want to say it's 3 or 4 letters on each one, if I remember correctly.
Okay, so here it is.
Yeah, is it 3? Yeah, DIF, and then FER, and then ENT, and it's something what's it say at the bottom? I can't see.
MT.
I don't know. Mike Tomlin.
Yeah, maybe it's Mike Tomlin brand shirt.
You silly.
It might be.
But yeah, man.
Is he sending a subliminal message?
Well, that's what somebody said in the chat. Who actually just said that? Oh, Tristan Strother says, not to mention the subliminal message Ben had on his shirt this morning in quotation marks, different. So yeah. But what
are people saying?
So this is the thing, man, because you remember when the report came out and we talked about it, about Ben's new diet, his workout regimen, and how he's more obsessed with his fitness and his diet than Tom Brady and the TB12 diet. I mean, we joked and called it the BR7. And basically people were just saying that he's, lost so much weight that you're not even going to recognize him at times. Like, he's too thin. That's what they had said at the point. He said he was too thin. So then obviously when the picture surfaced today, everybody started to react, and nobody initially said that they thought he was too thin, because that was one of the hot words that the guy had used in the report. And then from there, they're going to critique every little bit of the outfit. Well, man, he don't look like he got abs. He don't look any different. He don't look like he's lost any weight. He doesn't look like he's worked out anymore and all the other stuff. But then you had the other part where there's like, he looks good. So, I had to come talk to the one and only, the number one, the creme de la creme when it comes to the Ben Roethlisberger number 7 fan club. I had to talk to the president, the CEO, the creator, the originator. I'm not talking sexual chocolate, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking about the one and only Big Deke Energy. So talk to me, Deke. How you feeling about the picture, man? Assess, critique it, give us your commentary on it, pretty please.
I don't know. It looks good. Looks slim. I don't know. There's not too much to, like, we talked about this. It doesn't really matter what his physique looks like outwardly, because Brady doesn't really have the best physique outwardly either. It's all about training for football shit. Whatever he's training for, I'm sure he's doing
training
it.
For 7. What you mean what he's training for?
That's what I mean.
You think I put this jersey on for no reason? We training for Super Bowls, baby. We're doing our part.
Yeah, so
and you even got Steelers shorts on. They can't see it, but you got we locked in. We training camp attire.
So I don't get what the criticism is, honestly, right now. I think it's people just nitpicking. It's the haters are exposing themselves way too much at this point, because you're just talking out your ass right now, just trying to make up stuff that's not really there. Looks fine to me, and I think he's gonna have a pretty good year. I don't think there's too much else to this.
You make the picture small. I was looking at it.
No, there's 2 of them.
Because that one's like, you said, does he have a leg sleeve or no?
No, that one's from long range.
Okay.
He's got like trainers on. Looks like he's got his Bible next to him.
I thought he had like a leg.
It's either a playbook or a Bible. I don't know. And then, the other one's a little more close up where you could see where it says different on his shirt, but I don't think there's too much to this at all. I think he looks good. I think he looks fine. Slim bent, whatever you want to call him.
I like Slim Ben. I mean, I thought he was right. Just like right as Ben. It's 7, man. 7 is 7. When we talked about that too. I said, I don't care if he's fat, slim. Can his arm still sling that rock? And as long as he can do that, he can show up as looking like however he want to look. Just sling that rock the way you sling that rock, 7. And that's what he does, baby.
That's what I'm thinking too.
No.
It's just crazy how people are taking that report that happened, a week or two ago, and now he's showing up to camp. Looks fine, looks fine, and are just using it as a negative spin, but and just trying to throw some hate on him and stuff.
For a fact, bro, that's where they went with it, man.
Because he could, I don't even know, like he could very well have been on this strict regimen. It doesn't mean he's going to be showing up looking like Tim Tebow and Brady Quinn. Yeah, and we don't want that. So
we already broke that down too. Absolutely, man.
Exactly. As long as he's got the flexibility in his arm, whatever it is, where maybe he's getting hit too, like he's some type of regimen where he gets hit, he's not taking the blows like he did back in his rookie year. It's hurting him as much. That's what Brady's about, the pliability, the flexibility. So maybe that's what he's on right now.
That's the BR7,
and that's
man.
what you want if you want to extend your career a little bit.
That's the BR7,
which I'm hoping happens.
That is the BR7. Now, just looking at the chat based on his attire and, we're appearance we're going to go through. So, Drew says, Ben picked that shirt on purpose. I agree, and I absolutely love it. John Doe says, this year better be different with the crying, laughing emojis. Tristan says, he looked great in that picture. Cover of GQ on the way. There it is. I love that. William says, it's Slim Ben 7 this year. Angel says, he going to get back to his weight when the season starts with the dead skulls. Like, he's gonna get thick while this thing goes on. All right. Now, Joey says,
I've said this before. Don't let the beard confuse you for him getting fat or anything. Don't let that confuse you, because last year he had the beard going a lot throughout the offseason because he was gonna wait till he threw the football to shave it off. And a lot of people, I think he was at a West Virginia game or something. People were saying, "Oh man, Ben's bigger than ever. He's let himself go." I was like, "Nah." Nah, the beard makes you look like 10 to 20 pounds heavier. Because remember when I had the beard,
seriously, we talked about it. Absolutely,
it makes you look so much fatter. So if he grows a beard throughout the season, don't make you think that he's getting like fat or letting himself go or anything like that.
You heard.
At the end of the day, who cares? If he gets fat and he's still slinging touchdowns, we don't give a shit.
So you saying that he has the potential to get fat?
I don't know. I mean, he could do whatever he wants.
No, I'm just saying, not like, as long as I know he can. I'm just simply saying, like, do you think he could get fat?
I think we all can, right?
I don't know. I've never seen him fat. Have you seen him fat?
Ben fat?
Yeah.
I mean, he's definitely been bigger.
Fat? Like, fat? I don't think he's been fat, has he?
No, not like fat.
Yeah.
No.
Like, when I think of fat, I'm like, gut and I don't think he's big. Right?
His nickname's Big Ben.
Yeah, not Fat Ben. Yeah,
not
Fat Albert,
He's, throughout his career, he hasn't been the dude that's going in, lifting weights, putting on, like, definition stuff, but...
We know that part, yeah. Have you ever thought to yourself, like, Ben looks fat right now?
No, not really.
That's all.
No.
Okay, I was making sure we good, then, man.
No, I'm with you.
Y'all leave my man 7 alone there. He big
dude,
boned.
I'm telling you, this
He's just big boned.
But here's the thing: you always ask questions about this type of stuff. This is the type of stuff that's been talked about with Ben throughout his career. Like, people hate on him. I'm telling you, dude.
Like, even when I'm thinking of in 2010 when I played, like, my first time ever seeing Ben in the stadium in a game, right, playing up in Buffalo. And I thought he was big. I was like, yo, this dude is massive. I was like, yo, he's bigger than the offensive line. But never like fat. It was kind of like how you look at Shaq. You don't say Shaq is fat. No, you say Shaq is a big, massive human. And when we looked at this, we're like, yo, this dude is massive. Like, holy smokes. But you never looked at him and said fat. So that was my thing. Like, well, I'm always trying to figure out, like, why do people... Big Ben he's just a bigger version of him. He's not a fatter version. He's just thick. That's it. Still slinging that rock.
Exactly.
Now, Trina Still Diva 5 says, Ben's on a mission and she is here for it. Well, trust me, Trina, we are right there with you. We can't wait to see what he goes and does this year. Excuse me. John Doe says he's ready to run for a first down. That's why he's talking about how 7 looks. He's ready to run for a first down, baby. I like this younger, slimmer version.
I did see some. Hold on. In one of these pictures, who is it? Aditi. She says, bold predictions for Ben. He will go under center. Uh-oh. He will call run plays happily.
Uh-oh.
His deep ball will not be the cause of consternation it was last year.
Okay.
Hey.
Shout out to Aditi. I love Aditi. She's awesome, bro.
Aditi with the inside source there. Inside scoop.
Homie, man. She good people right there, man. Even though she gets a bad rap sometimes, man, she's a good person. I like her a lot, man. And Donald Copeland, I'm with you. Donald says, who the F hit, or who TH or TF, excuse me, who the F hit the dislike button? Hand on his head with the middle finger emoji to whoever hit the dislike button. I'm with you, Donald. Yeah, man, it was probably a Ravens fan. You know how they are. But anywho.
Well, I got to say one more thing.
Go for it, man. Go for it, baby.
whenever we're talking about the players we're having at training camp.
Yeah, bro. Did you see your boy?
I actually think Kevin Dotson.
Okay, you saw your boy then. I was say you had to see your boy, right?
Kevin Dotson wins the entrance with what he was rocking.
With the jersey, and he had the bandana or the do-rag, right? The black and gold drain. Yeah.
I don't know what happened with my Twitter. Why am I? All right, hold on. He's got the Jerome Bettis Super Bowl XL jersey.
The white one too, yeah.
The white one, it's clean. And I can't even find the picture now. I had it and I lost it. I feel ashamed. But he won the entrance, I think.
No, I'm with
the Jerome Bettis Super Bowl XL jersey is pretty badass.
I will say the fact that you saying that he won the entrance, man, it just reminds me of how far we've come as an organization. And I'm glad. I'm happy for it. Because y'all remember when I was here in 2014, 2015, 16, and 17. The way you win an entrance was drastically different than just pulling up in a jersey with a black and gold do-rag on, baby. We've seen Hummers. We've seen Rolls Royces with custom paint jobs. I've seen fire trucks. I even heard a helicopter. But this right here, I like. This is subtle. I can win with this. We even had Stone Cold show up one time. Stone Cold pulled up. You know, but this, I like this right here. This is subtle. This is smooth.
Yeah, I pulled it up. I finally pulled it up.
This is groove right here. Shout out to Dotson for that, man.
Got an authentic Bettis jersey.
Shout out to Dotson. Got the Super Bowl logo on it too, man.
Yep. Let's see. Hold on. The Steelers actually tweeted that out.
Yeah, shout out for that, man.
I'm just gonna go through. We got Highsmith. I'll just run through these pictures. We got Joe Hayden.
Yeah, Joe Nice put up in a Sprinter van.
What's his kicks? Let's see.
He got the Aaliyah Mays 14 Jordans. Custom Jordans. Fire.
Najee Harris.
Yeah, looking lean.
You're right. Just good. Everyone's low key on a mission.
Like no flashy jersey. Even Juju put up. He had the I forgot the name of the daggone hoodie he had on, but he just had like a little Louis satchel. Nothing crazy. Shorts, Adidas, cool, rolling. So yeah, man.
All in.
Yeah, bro. It's just so far so good, man. Oh, now. This is what we had to talk to real quick. Big Hen 1, because he's been saying this whole time. He's going at your boy 7. Says 7 fat. He called me a liar for saying that I don't think that Ben has ever been fat. I ain't know if you wanted to address that. He thinks that Ben is fat.
I got nothing. I don't feel like I got nothing to say if he's fat or not. Like however you want to define it.
Yeah,
I don't really care. Dude's a Hall of Famer.
Okay,
2-time Super Bowl. It just doesn't matter.
Okay, don't matter. That's what I'm with, baby.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
if Ben's on this, if he's on this new fitness regimen, whatever it is, I hope that's for him trying to prolong his career, and that's what I've been calling for. I've been calling for 4 more years, so hopefully that's the case.
Like a presidency, baby.
I'm trying.
You campaign it?
Huh?
You campaign it?
I have been since this whole offseason. I've just been saying 4 more years.
No, I like it, bro. I ain't tripping.
At some points, I even said 5.
You have.
I think there was a picture Ben held the 5 up. That's what I was like, you know what? Why not 5 more years? We're gonna go 4.
That, baby.
Why not the extra season?
Oh man, I done made the chat jump again. Lord.
Well, we got a super chat saying,
where you at? Because I can't. You get to it. I haven't
Jody
seen
Husky, how did Deke and Moats meet? We've been getting this question a lot.
Yeah, we do. We got the video up though.
Yeah, check out the video.
Yeah, we got the video right on the channel.
Mutual friend connection. That's essentially it.
Like destiny though. When you hear the story, it's destiny, man. Like right place, right time, vibe, everything, man. Just timing.
Probably, I don't know what you got to type in. How the podcast started or something.
Yeah, or just type in
how Deke and Moats met.
Yeah, Deke and Moats meet. Something like that, or something along that line. Deke and Moats, and it'll pop up, man. But yeah, you'll be able to see it. We shared the story up here. It was probably what 10-minute video, something like that. 10-11 minutes. At least. It was funny though. It was good, man.
It was good.
And we got true stories the whole time.
Big Deke destiny,
Big Deke destiny. Jesus.
Yeah. So I don't think we got anything else. I'm not seeing too much.
Hey,
else.
John Doe, you right, man. We are gonna have to pin that episode.
Them boys focused though.
Oh yeah, they definitely focused, definitely. But nah, John Doe, you're right, man. We're gonna have to pin that episode because everybody does ask how we met. So I'm gonna make sure we had that up there one of those times, so it'd be easy access, so y'all can know the backstory behind this, unique pairing.
Yeah, how the podcast started.
It's a groovy pairing though, for a fact though, baby. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And Darnell, yes, Big Ben isn't fat, just big. Jared Lorenzen, now rest his soul, he was fat. Thank you. Big difference. Big Hen 1, big difference. Go Google Jared Lorenzen. You know Jared Lorenzen played at Kentucky, was number 22. That is fat. Big Ben has never looked like that. Don't you call me you lying to yourself if you think Ben has looked like Jared Lorenzen, man. Stop that, baby. Stop it.
Yeah.
So that's that right there.
That's just the hate Ben gets, dude. I'm telling you,
crazy,
people try
man.
to nitpick him for bullshit.
He gets the hate, and everybody's still asking what type of chick you like.
Oh no,
It's
they
crazy,
bringing
bro.
that up.
Yeah, they came back in here. Juan was like, "Yo, Deke, what kind of ladies you into?" Everybody keeps bringing it up because they know it's season time, and they trying to be the next Miss DeClaven. They want to be that. Who could be the Miss DeClaven? You know. They said TTV says Deke shirtless is another breed. That's a fact. It's a fact. Lord. But no,
Pittsburgh.
Y'all go leave Deke alone. You know why? Because when I went out with Deke this weekend, baby, Deke pulled up in the trip. Cement fours. Even had him laced up the right way. He didn't choke him out. I thought you was gonna come up with them things tied up butterfly double knot. Nah, Deke was swaggy. Had the jeans ripped on, layered up with the flannel, the cap, like my man. Yo, as soon as I opened the door, me and wife was like, "Whoa, who the heck is this guy? Like, what is going on here, Deke? Look, literally, you was just here. You look one way. You look like regular Deke. You leave, come back 20 minutes later. You know what I mean? Like, you want to cover somebody's magazine right here. Like, I was thoroughly impressed by the way you clean it up a little bit, man. Shout out to you for that. It's the truth, man. It's the truth, bro.
Well, some of these places, whenever you go out, they have rules and regulations for how you're supposed to look. So I'm just trying to abide. I'm not out here trying to, I guess, protest or get mad at these places for their rules. I'm just trying to go in there. I'm trying to abide. I'm trying to look good. That's all. That's it. Because I don't want to show up and put the people that I'm around in a bad spot where it's like, oh, well, I can't get in this place. We got to go somewhere else.
Bro,
I got to bounce. Bro. I got to Uber home, and you guys
fly,
go do whatever.
Bro.
Yeah, I just want to hang out, be low key. That's about it.
You will fly. Now, my question was this, because you typically like to dress comfy. You know what I mean? Like, you got just a relaxed vibe, relaxed style with you. Did you feel comfy still when you had to put that on? Because, like, that's not how you typically, you don't operate like that, baby.
No, I was cool. Cool.
Listen, to give y'all context, that would be like the equivalent if y'all saw me come up in here and I had like a tuxedo on and a top hat. Y'all be up here like, well, it looks good, but Moats, I've never seen you look like this, bro. Like, yo, you look good. Like, what the heck is going on? Like, yo, that's how you clean up on us? That's how I felt when you pulled through. Because, like, bro, I don't think I've ever seen you in Jordans before.
Really?
No. I've seen you one time, the first tailgate.
What'd I wear?
You had...
I have a few. I got the gray 9s.
You had the black 4s then, I want to say.
I do have the black 4s.
Yeah, those are the ones I see you wore then.
I have the black cement 3s too. Yeah. What else?
I think that was the last time I saw you in Jordans though, bro.
I probably have around 3 or 4 Jordans right now. Just hanging out. I used to collect a little bit more whenever I was in like college, but
man, did we take a picture?
Huh?
I don't think we took a picture of us no, we didn't.
Where?
We definitely didn't. Afterwards, like in your fit, I was like, I was saying to myself, I wish I took a picture, and I was like, I know we definitely didn't. Because we don't do no pics. Nah, I can't do that when we having that type of fun. No. Now Trina Still Diva says that Deke was preparing for cuffing season. Are you familiar with cuffing season?
That's
it coincides with football season.
It's like end of fall.
It's right in the heart of it. When Ben's beard starts to, when that beard starts to get a little thick, when he stops manscaping the beard and he lets it grow out a little bit, that's when it's cuffing season.
Okay.
So we just asking, like, are you preparing yourself for cuffing season? I know physically you've taken your body through a transformation of some sort. We don't know to the extent of what it was, but it's different. In the words of 7. So is cuffing
fatter, dude?
Is cuffing season upon us? Is that what's happening for you? Are you prepared for cuffing?
I guess so. It's 3-4 months away. I don't know how successful I'm gonna be.
Now, Obey Evans says, Deke, man, you gotta flex on it, baby. You gotta embrace that. Let them know, like, bro, you do that. You know what I'm saying? You the mag daddy. You got drip when you go out, when you dress. Like, you do this.
It's nothing crazy, dude. I just try to stay low key, try to stay chill, man. And if people view it one way and they view it as drip, whatever it is,
you look good, man.
I'll take it. Sure.
Even William Cecil says, Deke, with the mustache, you need to bring that Magnum PI swagger too, baby. Like, you got that look. We already talked. We're going to get the 80s DEA agent. I've seen anytime you got the hat forward with the glasses. That's definitely the undercover DEA boy. You be looking like a cop. I be nervous sometimes in here, man.
That is a good look. That is a good look. So people want the stash.
Yeah.
They want me to keep. I was thinking about shaving it after the summer.
No, bro. The stash, bro. The stash is phenomenal. Even if you cut all that off, bro, the stash, bro, you've put too much work in it. And it's peak Yinzer season right now, bro.
Yeah, it is.
You can't grow the stash when it's not peak. And now when it's peak Yinzer, and especially when we're going to be at events and it's like, yo, you supposed to look the part and you over here looking clean cut like you from, the valley somewhere, out on the bay. Like, nah, that ain't cool, baby. Nah. I want you looking like you got smushed up Newports in your pocket, That's what I want to see.
Understood. And it's hilarious too. Dude, it was a joke. Like, it started off as a joke.
Yeah.
I mean, it is still kind of a joke to me, but
I love it, bro.
I'm with you. Like,
I love it. It's you.
Kind of like it.
It's become your niche. Like,
and I feel like people probably think it's the same way. It's like, it's funny, but honestly, it's not bad.
You got mustache. You got your taco. Like you just you. Like, that's what you rock with, man. You got to roll with it, baby. I love it, man.
I didn't think I'd fall into this type of look like that.
I'm just saying.
I mean, it was coming off a Steeler loss. I mean, it was the beard.
Yeah.
And I had to shave the beard after we lost. But I was like, I'm going to keep the stash.
And then you lost the eyebrow. Was the eyebrow after that too?
Yeah, the eyebrow
was after that. Yeah.
We lost to the Bills then. And I wasn't going to do anything.
Was
Bengals. Yeah. Someone was hitting me up on TikTok saying, hey,
Coochie
Deke,
man.
Yeah, you won't shave your eyebrow and your stash if the Steelers lose. I was like, yeah, whatever, man. Like, I'll take you up on this.
Oh, man.
Don't even worry about putting up stakes on your side. It's such a guarantee.
Yeah.
Dude, it was midway through the game too. I was like,
jeez,
I forgot I made that bet. Wait, like, I'm actually, there's a lot on the line here. I was like, I don't care about the stash. I don't want to shave my eyebrow.
Yeah, that was rough, bro. That was rough. It was hilarious. I loved it, but it was rough.
Yeah,
oh man, it was rough, bro.
It was tough.
Yeah.
Slowly came back though. Got the eyebrow back. I still think it's a little lighter than the other one though. I don't think it's ever gonna be back.
Low key it is.
Yeah.
But don't mess with it ever again, bro. You'll be fine. Just or professional. Go to a professional. Have them like even it out.
I don't know if you can. I think
I
it's
get
just
you one of them like little pencils, the little colored pencils. You just what color are you? Brown number 3, or you want a little gold in there too?
Yeah. I need something.
However you want to do that thing. But looks like we got a person that just joined the upper room.
Shout out.
Uh-oh. Tyler Minnick. Welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, man. We appreciate your support, baby. But dude, a lot of people, man, they feeling your swag, bro. That's all I'm saying. They digging what you're selling to these people, all right? And Donald Copeland also said that the reason why you were so fly was because not just at the softball game, but throughout the whole night, you were hoping that those ladies was gonna be out there, And I will say this, Mac Daddy Deke, man, he get attention, baby. Hey, okay. Mac Daddy Deke get attention. I don't care what nobody say. Don't let this humble quiet fool you. When Deke is out there, okay. Deke walk in the crib, he double fist. Hey, bro, you ready? I said, oh Lord, Deke, we hear it. Okay,
I did walk in with Miller Lite. Yeah.
Hey, funny thing, right? See, remember the car was kind of joking about like, yo, how you think your wife would be about it? So funny thing, the next day, wifey was like, Deke make it back? I was like, yeah, he survived. He was good. She was like, I was nervous when I saw him come with the beer. I said, he ain't gonna be able to handle himself. He about to be out here going nuts tonight. But no, Deke conducted himself in a nice manner. Y'all would have been impressed with my man Deke, man. Y'all would have been impressed with him.
Yeah, I feel like when I'm drunk, I just get a little funnier. That's about it. Like I don't. Some
Definitely
people
funnier, bro.
Some people, dude. I'm telling you, some people when they get drunk, they become different people. Like in not good ways.
Yo, you remember when we
I'm lucky. Yeah, I think I just get funnier. I'm just chill and whatever.
I just think about when I was sitting in there. We were in the little VIP section. I'm sitting there, and Deke was like right behind me initially. I turned back around. Deke then backed all the way up to the wall by himself. He just sitting there. And I was just like, Deke, you are? He was just smiling. I'm
taking in the lights and the tapestry. It was pretty cool. Yeah.
He was in his own little world. And I said, yo, Deke, you good, bro? I got up. I was like, yo, you straight? Like, what's going on? Nah, man, I'm good, bro. You just caught me in a moment. I was like, dang, bro. I don't know, like, what you had to make that do, but dang, bro. It was just beautiful to see that, man.
Yeah, the lights.
It was beautiful to see it, man.
Lights inside. It was nice. It was a good vibe.
Yeah, man. Deke, hey, listen, Deke's the guy you need to go out with, man. That's all I'm saying, bro. Deke is like that, bro.
Yeah, good times though. Good times.
It definitely was, bro. Definitely was. So let's see what we got left on this thing, man.
I know you got just one more, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, man. We got to talk about our Pirates, baby. Yeah. Yeah, man. Henry Davis officially signing, man, the Pirates' first round pick of this year's draft. And we got their second pick just signed as well, Anthony Solometo. So those two signings, man, very interesting. First off, with Henry, he signed it, was what, 6 million, around 6 million. Right in that area, which was $2 million less than what it was slotted to be, which we said was really good, right? He's supposed to be slotted at $8 million. We know the Pirates only had $14 million to work with to sign their draft picks, right? So we knew they were going to need to be a little bit flexible. So it was good to see that with Henry signing for a little bit less, because in the second round, the pick that they just signed as well, the pitcher out of Jersey, Anthony Solometo, and they signed him to about was it close to $1 million over, right? He was close to about $1 million over where he was slotted to go at. But as a whole, really good by both of those players, just getting those deals done like that, right? Both of them saying similar things in terms of just wanting to be in camp. I mean, just ready to get going, not necessarily in like Bradenton, but you kept what I'm saying though, in terms of just wanting to get the deal done, man, so they can start working. So for me, man, I liked it a lot, because when you talk about these top 4 picks, we know how significant it is that the Pirates get these guys signed, get them into the system so they can start working, and then, hopefully lead us to a championship, because we need one of those here in Pittsburgh. With the Pirates, we need one, all right? Got to have it. Let's get it going. But to me, man, I liked it a lot though, man, because now we're sitting here waiting on Lonnie and Bubba, and we feel like with both of those guys, it's looking really, really good that they should get signed as well, man. So just once again, just shows that the Pirates have done some really good things this offseason in their movements, baby.
Well, definitely the depth for their first 4 picks, where everyone was talking about how these are 4 guys that are in everyone's like top 30 or 40, basically all first round picks that we got spread throughout our first 4 picks, essentially in those first 4 rounds. And I guess with us drafting Davis was a big factor in all this, because if we would have signed a dude and they were holding out for more money or just trying to get that slotted money,
other players, right?
Which is crazy. So in baseball, it's not even necessarily you're picking the best player or the player that you want or the player that you fits the best. It's like, how can we get the player that we're going to sign that's not going to mess up the rest of the draft, so we could still bring in some depth pieces? That's the craziest thing to me. But it does seem like Davis is pretty amped up. All of his quotes are like, I can't wait to join the organization, get down there, want to be a Pirate, I want to be a leader. So there's that, and it seems like everyone else that signed with, or not signed with the Pirates, that were drafted with the Pirates, pretty amped up too. Solometo, he posted a picture of him wearing like a Big Ben jersey as a kid. He's like, Pittsburgh for life or whatever, something like that. Yeah, it's only a good thing.
Now, how do you feel about my man's release though, bro?
Who?
Solometo, bro.
I haven't seen it.
Bro, it's crazy. It's like super like dramatic, like it's a big leg kick and all that, like weird release. But I was talking with the MLB insider about him, and what he was saying though was they might have to alter it a little bit. But they said that they're going to let him get an opportunity first off the show. He can pitch like that with that same type of throw motion at the major level. But they're going to see, like, they just don't think, that's him right there. They don't think he's going to be able to do it consistently, though, man. Like,
all right, they paused it right as he's about to throw. Come on, man. Okay.
Yeah, you see it? Like the high kick, and then it's like a weird,
is like old school. This is like from the 20s, huh?
Yeah, dude.
Like a 20s release.
So
he's got the high socks and everything.
Yeah. So they were saying, like, if he can consistently do it, great. But they're feeling like he's gonna have to alter it just a tad, man. But it's funky, bro. It's funky.
Are they talking about the whole thing?
Yeah.
Because even the wind up, him,
like you see it, back, it's like weird, man.
And then his arms, it looks like using a lot of motion.
I would say I don't feel like his arm would last like with all of like it's crazy. Yeah, if y'all haven't seen what we're talking about with Anthony, he's the second round draft pick for the Pirates. If you just pull up, just his throw motion, you'll see it's really crazy, man, in terms of how he throws it. But that is something that people are looking at potentially being changed. And why is it important? Because, man, this is the city of champions, man, and he's gonna have to be one of those guys, hopefully, in the future. Hopefully. Yeah. But I'm excited about Henry though, man.
Yeah, there's no. It's kind of like the Melvin Ingram news to me. I mean, there's no downside to this for him getting signed this quick, him being amped up. It seems like the other top 4 picks are pretty amped up too. This could be the start of something new. We're waiting for Frazier to be traded this week, and probably maybe even Rich Rod. He blew that one game.
Ah, stop.
He's earned his trade value out here.
Hey, man, you got to play well right now, man. You got 9 days before the deadline, all right? July 30th is the deadline. You got to play great these 9 days. It was funny, too, with Adam Frazier. He set out not last night's game, but I think it was 2 nights ago, and everybody was like, oh, is he about to get traded? Is this happening right now? It's like, no, it's just maintenance. He's back in the lineup. Don't worry, guys.
Then we brought him in to pinch hit. The bases were loaded. He strikes out, so that was great. He's already thinking about his next team. I'm just messing. He seems like he's always been.
He's a good dude.
Yeah, good dude. Just has been pretty even keel throughout this whole thing. So I got nothing bad to say about it, outside of just the funny, like him striking out when the bases are loaded. But that's not that serious.
No, man. But
it is for baseball's sake, but not him as a person or character or anything like that.
Nah, he's a good dude though, man. He's a good dude. But still, from everything that I've heard in terms of what potentially we're getting back for him, I'm still hearing a late top 100 pick, like in that 75 to 100 range, because they were saying that with Frazier, great contact hitter, but they say he's weak in terms of his power. So he's more of a spray guy, right? He'll have great volume, and obviously he's having one of those years right now, but they don't know how, I guess, exciting that is to another organization, right? Because he's not this guy who's going to go out there and bomb 30 homers, you know what I mean? So that's the thing where they're saying that they don't think he's going to generate this crazy amount of, picks and stuff like that, or prospects, a crazy amount of like, oh, let's get 2 top 100 prospects, or at least them being closer to that 50 range, right? They don't think that he's going to be able to generate any of that right now, man.
That's interesting, though, because he'd be he is for us right now, but he'd be a great leadoff hitter.
I agree,
contender.
Man. Yeah.
Because he's always on base.
And they also said, on base. And they were also talking about because he has 1 year left of control with that contract, too. And that was the thing. So obviously, whenever you sign him, you know what I mean? Like you're not even
like Reynolds actually, he has like 3 or 4 years, so he's the more valuable target. But it doesn't look like we're gonna trade Reynolds.
Yeah, man.
Hopefully not. At least he's been thrown out there.
Yeah.
But hopefully the Pirates can keep him around because he's the one guy that would make sense if we're doing this whole rebuilding thing. We could probably keep him around.
Facts, bro.
He'd be a good player.
Facts. But they're gonna have to pay a little bit more for him, man.
For Reynolds?
Yeah, Reynolds. Yeah, they're gonna have to overpay for him, man, because they still had
he might hit 30 home runs this year. Yeah.
Yeah. And 30 home runs, that's a big deal. Like you need that, man. And he's a guy that you could build around, I feel like, man. So
yeah,
I would like that, bro. I would like it.
Is that all we got?
That is, man. So shoot, man. Shout out to the Pirates. Hopefully they can continue this streak of positivity. And as they continue their streak of positivity, we'll continue to give them a little bit more love on the show, baby. You know how we do. So yeah.
Sure.
That's how we rock with them, man. They are improving. I'm just throwing it out there. I know you've been following them as well. They are improving. Yeah. All right. When we're talking about their system right now, their feeder system is viewed as one of the best right now because of what they've been able to do with these players, and especially this offseason, this draft that they did. People are respecting them a lot right now with the moves they're making. Now, granted, we still are not going to be able to see that in terms of on-field, productivity from these guys because they're going to be in the system for 2-3 years. Hopefully, not too much longer than that, but it's going to be a couple years before we get a chance to see these guys. But based on everything that they've done thus far this offseason, man, a lot of people are respecting their moves and really high on it right now. So let's keep it going. Let's go Bucks.
Definitely.
Yeah, he says the year of the Bucks, right? Let's go Bucks. Here it is. Let's go Bucks. So, man, with that being said, bro, guess we are finishing up and we'll link with y'all on Friday, noon.
Yeah.
Sound good? Friday, noon, same place, same time. And a couple other updates. We will be having a nice show schedule coming out soon. You know why? Because I got my training camp schedule. So I know, I'll be at every practice covering all those 1 to 3s, 1 to 4s. We'll be doing all that stuff down there. But like I said, more importantly, man, we're going to make sure that going forward, we have a legit schedule for y'all. So y'all don't have to guess when y'all can catch our content. You know what I mean? They could be right here in the flesh and be like, look, man, they come on these days and those days at that time. And that's how we rocking. So be coming soon, baby. So either way, like I said, we see you Friday, noon. And until next time, baby.
Peace.